Poop.
I was wondering where it went after a while.
That's fine.
Yeah. Great. Stop. Shut up. Let me do my intro. I'm gonna do it first. And I'm doing it first because I choose to this time.
Yes.
I am Rhettaliate, and I am playing Vivra Lacru, the Twili druid. That's it. That's all.
I'm JaxiHeart, and I'm playing Wythr. She's quiet and mysterious.
I am Sky, or CeruleanxIris, or CeruleanxIris, depending on sites. I play Akari, a wandering rogue who is part of the currently with the group.
I'm AlistairForgall, and I play your local neighborhood dad. That's
I ain't
all I
vote for
got.
you.
You don't have to vote for me.
I'm Toto and I play Wait. I'm still waking up. I'm so sorry. I'm Kel.
I play Kel.
Oh no. We have become them.
Anyway, I'm Kel. I'm KaelosMythos. I'm saying it again. And I play Toto, the alchemist artificer.
I knew that was gonna happen eventually. Oh yeah, the following evening. Wow, the most uneventful day on the planet. Ah, what a wonderful sleep that was. Nobody disturbed me, nothing crazy happened. What about you guys? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh, we're all dead.
I think Wythr, if you're up, we're on like opposite
I'm
schedules now because
assuming that I'm
we
waking
messed
up
up.
because he said sunset.
Yeah, we messed up our sleep schedules. So, oh wait, is Dom muted? Hold on, I'll check.
I mean, I, uh-oh. Oh no.
Wow,
Wait.
there we go. My stupid thing decided to undo my source, so we get to do
Wait,
all
how
of my
long
stuff
have you
over
been
again.
muted?
The whole
How-
thing. I've been muted.
The whole
Thanks,
intro?
BB.
So, because OBS is
It's very
stupid and
helpful.
decides to get rid of my sources
Wow.
randomly.
So the rest of us look like we're yelling at nobody.
That would have
Insane.
really, really sucked if
sketch.
you didn't point that out. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Just the whole stream.
Well, yeah, you don't need the GM anyways. I'm not important.
Winter.
All right. Quick recap again, since I have to say it again now, since you didn't hear it. They were finishing up in Concord. Had gotten their reward and such, and Vivra turned into a wolf and didn't come back, and had some wolf problems going on. Turned back into a human and was still a wolf, and they figured out it's something to do with her ring, and that's kind of where they went. They made their way back to Saria, the village where Frederick is living, and as of right now, it is dusk, making their way as they are approaching the village. So there we go.
I'm not repeating myself because I
Well, they
assumed
heard
that
you.
people could hear
Yes.
me, yeah.
And again, I am Zom. I'm the dungeon master, obviously. So that's my intro. The scuff. Let's go. All right. To make a timestamp for that to cut all that out. Woo!
We are professional.
Actually, I can't cut it out because you guys did your intros. Oh well.
The music
That's
bot
okay.
died again.
The music bot
Of
died
course it
again.
did.
You know what? I hate
Just
the music
let it.
bot.
It's okay. It's not a true stream without the technical issues. So this is good signs.
This is why
Is
I put the song right into my disc, my OBS usually. All right. Oh, right. Loop.
Dub over it later. Goodness.
Yeah.
Zom just puts full blast music, can't even hear us anymore.
Don't worry, Zom. I'll make sure the Shadow Wizard Money Gang take care of you.
Loop. Track. Loop, track, loop. I don't want to disable it. I want to enable it. Fuck. Whatever. Anyways, what are you guys doing? Minus my annoying tech issues.
Okay, I was saying that I think our sleep schedules are flipped right now. So if Vivra is just waking up, then that would probably mean like Wythr has been awake and is getting kind of like tired at this point. Or maybe not tired yet, but like has been awake for a while, probably at the front of the carriage.
I guess that you guys are just slowly making your way to the door, the gate. There's a couple guards in front of the gate, obviously waiting for you to get close enough to do whatever you want to do.
Akari will notice the guards and debate on approaching them. But at the same time, maybe not just yet.
Wythr looks back into the carriage to see if Velkorin is awake.
Should be. He's been sleeping all day.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Is Akari slowing the carriage down?
Oh yeah, if she was driving, she would have stopped it near the gate.
Just fucking
what-
full sprint
Why are
into
we
the gate.
stopping? Aren't we supposed to go in there or something?
Honestly,
Honestly, no one tells me the plan.
no, Akari can do it. It's drunk. Like, I don't know which one of you is the leader to get inside of this. Last thing you need is the guards to think we're invaders.
Be the angry dad and the fairy.
I'll step out of the carriage because I'm just assuming that he's like still waking up or something. So I'm like, geez. I mean, if you're not gonna lead, Akari, you're the one sitting outside of the carriage. So, do you need someone else to talk to them? How big are the guards? Am I way bigger than they are?
I mean, they're Hylians, so
Who's
yes.
bigger?
I'll bring the camera. We'll both go talk to the guard.
Is Velkorin
Are we
still
both gonna
sleeping?
walk up?
I answered this already.
You didn't say anything.
I ignored
You said you were
didn't hear
awake.
it.
That's all you said.
They asked me if
okay.
I was awake, and I said I'm awake, and then they
Okay.
continued talking.
Oh.
And you caught up to the guards, and they stop you. And
Okay. Akari, are you walking up with Vivra? And is Velkorin doing anything about this?
If Vivra is walking up, Wythr will hop down off the carriage and follow her.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
would
poke
say
my
Akari.
head out of the carriage.
Um,
Why are you leaving the carriage?
because the carriage stopped. In the last town, you guys left the carriage outside the city. Are we not going into this place?
I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the carriage into the city.
Well, you have to get out to take control of the reins, dude.
I mean, I just don't walk out the front area. You don't have to walk around.
You're squeezing through the window.
You know how big the gates between like the opening and the front of the carriages are?
No.
They're massive. They're
I
designed to
assumed
get
it-
multiple people in and out.
I assumed it was like a sliding window, between
no,
the
we got like a
driver
tarp
and
carriage. We got like Oregon Trail.
Okay.
As you
We're
try
not
to,
cool enough for an armored carriage or a folded carriage. What do you think we are?
Akari will
Rich?
stop the carriage in front of the guards.
yes, because they
Yeah,
are
just-
in front of
yeah.
you, stopping you
Yeah,
from
yeah.
coming in.
No,
Anyway.
I know. I'm saying she'll stop it there.
Well, I already
They
stepped
ch-
out anyway. so-
Yeah.
All right, I'll just get out front on the carriage and then wave to them and then bring the carriage in. They're not gonna
Alright.
fucking stop me.
They're like, okay, we know who you are. Who are the rest of the people you're bringing here?
They're with me. We're going to see Freddy. Or
I'm
sorry,
Toto.
Frederick.
Toto.
They just kind of scratch their head and go, oh, I guess, but I guess let us escort you if Freddy has been waiting for you. They call over a Kokiri boy who's kind of hanging out behind a tree weirdly, and he's got something in his hands. They don't know what's going on with him, but he comes out and he's just a small little boy, and he goes, what do you want with Kiro? And they say it, and they just tell him, Victim Freddy, you know how this works. And he just kind of grumbles and goes, Kiro doesn't want to do this, but Kiro has a job, so Kiro will do it.
I wanna point out I'm the only person who calls him Freddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. Whatever. That's what I meant. I'm tired. Leave me alone. And again, so this small boy is a little Kokiri boy. Green tunic, green hat. His hat looks like a frog though, and you can see in his pocket he's just got a little frog hanging out in his pocket. And he's like, you humans are stinky, but whatever. Follow me and I'll bring you over to Frederick.
Stinky.
And
I'm gonna have the group follow them, and I'm gonna bring the carriage to the stable.
sure.
So you do want us to get out of the carriage.
But you guys are
See,
already
I knew
out.
it. I knew it.
You're already out.
See?
There's no reason to get you back in the
Well,
fucking carriage.
I don't think the others left the carriage. I think it was just me.
Akari
And-
just kept driving the carriage until somebody else wanted to.
Okay. Well, I will take the carriage
Wow.
to the stable. You follow the
We're
little
following
frog
this
thing
tiny
to
thing.
He's a
um
boy. He's
you
not
follow
a
the frog,
thing.
the
He's
frog
a
child
frog
to
boy.
Frederick, and I will meet you there in
We're-
a minute.
We're being
Awesome.
escorted by a child.
Also, towards the child's comment, Akari would say, I actually make sure I clean myself whenever I can. Thank you very much. I don't stink.
He
You're a
just
little
That's what
stinky.
that stink is. What success smells like.
He just looks at you dead and says, all humans are stinky. You're not a frog.
All frogs are stinky. How
Well,
about
frogs are
that?
slimy.
Huh?
Wow.
Frogs are the worst animal.
You ever think that you're the
Man.
stinky one?
Man, you guys are just
opened
asking
yourself
for
to
the
this.
DM smite here.
The
didn't do
DM gave us
anything.
a frog that called us stinky.
I feel personally attacked. You know.
Zom feels very attacked. Yeah.
Kiro's like, well, I don't know the rest of you, so I'm gonna wait for Mr. Velkorin, sir, to get back before I escort you. So
Can Wythr
Really?
take a look around the town to see what it looks like and what if there's anything that stands out, interesting landmarks or anything?
this would be somewhat new to you, but it's a kind of your typical Kokiri village. So most of the houses are made out of either tree stumps or are built into the trees. There's a large kind of wooden barrier around everything where the guards were in front of the opening, obviously, but for the most part, it's just kind of your very small. I shouldn't say small. A moderately sized village, but everything is very like woods. I don't know what the word is. Whatever. It's very forest-like village. So lots of tree houses, lots of big stump tree houses, etc.
Vivra's looking around too, but when he's like, "Oh, we'll wait for Velkorin," she looks down at the child and is like, "I'm pretty sure Velkorin can find us. Like, he probably knows this place better than we do, so I don't know why we have to wait."
Well, I trust Velkorin. I don't trust you.
Okay, you don't have to trust us to take us where Velkorin told you to.
He's just looking at you blank.
Do I do persuasion or something? I want to get this kid to take us to the guy, like, now.
Sure,
Intimidate
you can
him.
do a persuasion. Well, I guess you pick a persuasion or intimidation.
Okay. Which one's higher? They're the same, doesn't matter. Let's go with 14 persuasion, looks like.
Just pouts a little bit and sighs and is like, fine, angry lady, and turns around and starts walking off.
Angry lady.
Thank you. All right, let's go, guys.
Can I do something now?
Maybe. I
Now
don't know.
that they are taken care of.
What are you doing?
I would like to.
You can't rage.
I would like to. I can. It just would
Won't do
be
anything.
useless.
You'll just ah.
I would like to go to a standard drop point
Your drop point.
that I would use.
Yep.
And I would like to leave a note there with the broken ring.
Broken.
Oh, I hate this.
The note just says to investigate and fix without curse, if possible.
Okay.
And then I will leave the drop point.
Leave the drop point. Okie dokie. All right.
Is there anything for me in the drop point as well? I might as well check that as too.
There is a letter that I need to write up for you, but I'll send it to you later. But yes, there's a letter for you with your symbol is on it.
Got it.
Oh.
And then I will head up to Frederick, probably a good 10 minutes behind them.
Cool. Yes. Wow, 10 minutes without Velkorin. Whatever are we gonna do?
You weren't that.
If I walk in and you guys are starting the house on fire, and
Yeah.
No, Zom, let us have this moment. Let's be free of the father.
Free of the father. Yeah, you're being led by the small child instead.
Quick, throw a party.
So yeah, Kiro is just leading you through the village. You see lots of other Kokiri children. You see a couple Koroks, just similar to what Toto has, but they seem a little more, I guess, authentic versus her.
Oh, right, because
versus her homunculus.
I, as Wythr, I haven't seen Kokiri before, have I?
Oh, have I?
Vivra, you probably have because you were in the forest.
That makes sense. Okay.
So you've probably seen Kokiri and Korok. Not very often, but because also you and Okoku were pretty close to this village, so you probably have actually been here a couple times before.
Close to this village? That changes everything.
Kind of. I mean, if I remember right on the map, you're a bit further south is where you guys were hanging out. So you were like between. If I remember, I think you guys were between Concord and Saria.
Wait, does that mean that I've met Frederick? Am I gonna?
I don't think you met Frederick.
This? Oh, come on! At least let me roll for it, man.
You would probably know who.
You know who he is.
Though.
Okoku would have explained who he is, but
okay.
I don't think you've met him.
What name did Okoku give me?
What name did she?
Frederick.
Okay,
yes,
so
Frederick. The only one who calls him
Freddy
Freddy is Velkorin, but I've called him Freddy all the time, so now it's stuck in my head.
But that means that I recognize some of the people here probably. Oh, great. Great. Cool.
Yeah, this town
I'm so excited.
It's for Vivra at least, the town is familiar, but it's not like you've been here enough times to know where anything is. But again, so
Okay. Then in that case, she'll look not as tense as I thought she was gonna. So she's a little more relaxed here, like, oh, it's a familiar place.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Wythr, what were you saying again?
I said, have I seen Kokiri before?
I guess roll history to see if you have or not.
All right, first roll. Let's see if I can get anything higher than a 9 for once.
Let's go 20.
I rolled an 8. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Rolled an 8.
Okay, so that's 12. Wait, no, 11.
11. Yeah, you have never seen a Kokiri before, or a Korok for that matter either.
Yeah, I have now seen Koroks because of Toto.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But they also look a lot different than what you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the Koroks here look a lot more authentic than the one that Toto has on her shoulder.
Okay. I mean, I've seen children before, but...
Oh, also, I'll say
so
at this point, Pippin he's been flying around Kiro, because obviously he knows him too. And they're just kind of talking to themselves.
Wythr would just assume that these are all just regular human children. Alien children. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you would assume. That's what she would assume. But yeah, like I said, there are lots of Kokiri, a couple Koroks. Occasionally you might see a Deku Scrub or two, but they are they're not as plentiful. And the same thing with the Hylians. There's a couple Hylians here. But for the most part, it's just the Kokiri and the Koroks that are all around. Again, like I said, there's lots of tree houses and large stumps, and they're just kind of leading you through the village. Very nice, peaceful village as far as you can see.
Everyone's so short.
Yeah. Especially for you, holy crap.
The irony that all these kids are probably older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you, if you're, I guess do a perception check to see what if you're just doing general,
Okay.
seeing what you're looking for.
Over a 9.
You got this.
That's a 1.
That's
oh my gosh. Put that dice in some ice water.
I've never seen a flower in my life.
You see lots of plants. You think they might be flowers, but you don't really know if they're flowers.
Oh, can I roll survival for the plants?
Sure.
Yeah.
May I roll perception?
I'm proficient.
To see if anything catches eye as well?
Yes.
Sure.
19.
19. You see a little more obvious things. A lot of the leaves themselves just look almost like thicker than normal tree leaves.
21 perception.
All right. And then as far as just the typical fauna, not flana, you would see there are a couple different things. You see like some mushrooms and stuff, and like these mushrooms are.
Do I know if they're like edible and stuff?
Yeah, the ones that you can see, you know, like there's your typical Hylian shrooms. You can use those. Those are non-toxic, whatever. They're just kind of, people use them to cook. Essentially, they're edible mushrooms that don't really have any adverse effects. People use them to cook as all the time. You see a couple swiftcap mushrooms, which are used for potions. You see a couple swift violets, which they're violets. They're just very deep purple flowers. And a couple you've seen, you would know it's like called a silent princess. There's 1 or 2 of them just kind of scattered throughout this area. You know that these flowers are pretty rare.
Can I take a couple of the stuff? Some of the edible things, couple flowers.
Sure.
Yeah.
How much are you taking?
And
what are you taking?
Well, I'm gonna take some of the edible mushrooms, just cause maybe it'll add something to our food.
Sure. I'll
And then,
say you take a bundle of Hylian mushroom.
How do I add that to my backpack?
If you go to... You click on your inventory, and then do manage inventory. You can just do add custom item.
Add custom item, I see.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then just do bundle of Hylian mushrooms.
Okay. And I guess I see Wythr like looking at the plants and just not registering anything. And I grab a couple of the pretty dark violet ones, as well as I'll only take one of the rarer ones because I don't want to, since they're so rare, I don't want to, you know, hog them all. And I'll just be like, are you trying to look for stuff like this?
She turns and looks at you and sees the flower, and you see her eyes flare up a bit in like happy, surprised, interested. And she nods at you more excitedly than usual.
Okay. She slowly hands the bundle of flowers to Wythr. It's like,
you hear like
there you go.
another rare audible
elf
sound
noises.
from Wythr of just
Oh my
and
goodness.
she takes them like very gently, and you can just feel like joy radiating from her. And she just like stares into your eyes for a minute as she takes them. Like,
you know, good talk. Man, I think, hey, how close are we to that house, little frog kid?
Wythr will remember this.
It's just like...
I'm
we
gonna
get
pick
there
up a flower.
when you get there.
Wait, it can't be that far away.
It's not very far, but I'm
yeah.
emphasizing we're almost there.
What
Just to give you a
flower
little
does Toto
more,
get?
like I said, the swift violets that you have, it's the
Oh, wait, I
long...
should write that in my inventory.
Yes, you should. It's a... Say you picked up like 3 of them, I'll say, because they were
3 of them,
plentiful,
and
but not...
one rare one, and
correct,
one of
which
the rare
is the
ones,
Silent
yeah.
Princess. The violets, again, like I said, it's a
Silent
long...
princess, like Wythr.
It makes sense. The swift violets is a long stemmed flower with big, deep purple petals, and they look very pretty. And then the silent princess, if I remember what they look like, they should be... Oh, whoop, if I can remember how to spell silent. There we go. If I remember right, they are... Yes, so again, it's another very long stemmed plant with green petals, or not green petals, green leaves coming off of it. It almost seems like it's kind of just one spot. And then the bloom itself is white with insides that are blue, a very light blue, and then the very slight yellow stem where the pollen would be. But it is very... It almost kind of, since it is nighttime, it almost has a, like, afterglow to it as well.
So 3 swift violets and 1 silent princess?
Yes.
Okay. What flower did Toto find?
It's totally...
Toxic to the touch. No,
Oh no!
I guess
it's poisonous, and they're like, I'm gonna cook with this.
There's
This will
all
help
of
me
these
out with my
perfectly
rolls.
great
God.
flowers,
I
and they
have
grab the
some of those
one toxic flower.
God damn it. I guess, did Toto look where they were picking up the flowers?
Yes.
Okay. I will say you also find what the heck it's called. You wouldn't know what it is because Toto, you've reasons you don't really know what plant some of these plants are called, but it is another kind of. This one is more again the long stemmed plant, but then as you get to the top of the plant, the petals kind of droop down and almost look like blue bells, and they are also kind of glowing since it is
Oh my
close to nighttime
gosh.
here.
Ooh.
It's just there's a small patch of them.
You got the ones full of radiation. No.
Your radiant fever.
And
Jaxie, did you write down those flowers? Because
Yeah.
I didn't. Because I assumed, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, got them.
how many are you gonna pick, Toto?
Just the one.
One. Okay, you can put that you have a blue nightshade in your inventory if you want.
Okay.
Did you say nightshade?
Yep.
You. I was being sarcastic. You don't.
Nightshade looks different than usual.
Yeah. And most nightshade plants are toxic. Toto doesn't know what the flower is though,
Nope,
so let's see
definitely
what
not.
happens.
We'll see what happens.
Goodness gracious.
I guess also just because it's a plentiful plant, there's like Hylian herbs and scattered things too if you want to grab those as well, but that's up to you guys. Those
Grab
are
a bundle of herbs, why not?
Sure. Okay, you got a bundle of
gonna write
Hylian herbs
bundle.
as well. Again, same thing, they're used for cooking for the most part.
Finally, my druidic skills come in.
There we go. We got the repeat.
There we
So
go.
yeah, after you guys have picked your flowers, you're getting a lot of weird looks, especially by the Kokiri, because I mean, you guys are a very fancy looking party.
Tall.
You have a very
They're interesting.
you have a very tall lady who looks angry.
Hey, you guys have seen me before. Calm down. Some of you have.
have
probably.
they seen you? Have you been not
You
in wolf
said
form?
I've been in the town.
You've been here, but have you been in here in your wolf form or not?
Just kidding. That would be probably up to Okoku, because if she could get away with being in her wolf form in the city, she would.
I think she probably would have let you because you're Twili.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. She's looking around and she looks down at her ringless hand and she's like,
All right.
crap.
And then just to kind of give you, it wouldn't be too unheard of to see Twili in the town. It's just very rare. But this is because the woods is the side where the Minda-aligned Twili would have come from. But they're normally a lot further east along the coastline. So not unheard of to have a Twili here. But they are still a lot of these Kokiri people, they've never seen one before. So a lot of them are mostly looking at you because, one, you are quite literally almost 3 times taller than them. And you look very
Giant
different.
woman.
Yes. There's a few that are...
Yeah.
There's a few
Sorry,
that
go
are
ahead.
looking at Wythr because of her attire, but for the most part, they're mostly looking at Vivra and Wythr because they are the two.
Vivra and Vythr?
Blah, 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 blah. Shush.
That's like when I'm talking about Toy Story, it sometimes comes out as like Buddy and Wooz.
Buddy and Wooz.
Listen, Zom, the chat's already starting to ship us. You
know
don't
what?
need to add fuel to the fire.
I will add as much fuel to the fire as I want.
Tag yourself.
But anyway,
Woods.
as she realizes, she's like, oh crap, I didn't transform this time. Why didn't I think to transform? And she's like, I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I don't have my ring. But yeah, she kind of rubs her temple and she's like, oh, well, I can't transform now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can, but I don't want to. I do, but I don't. She's got a lot of mixed feelings right now.
I guess Akari and Toto, are you guys doing well there? Oh, Toto, you picked up a flower, but as far as you obviously have been here, so Toto you haven't been here long, so you don't really know. Again, you don't really know where anything is, but you were brought here after your experience at the other place. But this would be completely new for Akari as well. But
Yeah, Akari will be looking around and probably, I guess, ask the kid guide. Is there any issues with anybody jumping up and looking up high, having a higher point of view or anything?
there's
Can I
multiple.
jump around the trees?
If you want to, you can, I guess. You're gonna bump into a bunch of Kokiri kids because they're also in the trees.
Okay, cool. Akari will take this chance. I assume Naomi is with them. Probably, let
Yeah.
everybody know she'll be back, and
Yep.
just kind of starts climbing and going up the branches, hopping up them to kind of scout.
Sure.
And I like to roll perception just to kind of get a feel of the town.
Sure.
Wythr just watches her like climb up the tree.
Like run up and hop up the branches and stuff.
Yep.
Uh,
You're being a ninja.
I roll perception.
Perception, yes. I could be a smartass and make you roll in acrobatics, but see if you can even climb the tree.
I mean, I could do that too.
Do it, you won't.
You won't. Well, you said it now, so now you gotta do it.
Well, acrobatics, they both came out pretty low, but acrobatics, because of the high thing, is a 10 at least. Perception went out to an 8 though that time.
Okay. You see lots of trees, and the Kikiri are watching you now, because now they're intrigued, because they're like, ooh, a Hylian's jumping in the trees with us. Now they're kind of... There's a few of them that are following you as you're jumping through the trees.
They're tripping you up. That's why your roll is so low.
They're watching you intently to see if you trip, because they're like, what?
Noticing it, Akari will continue to kind of just do a small lap, but
Yep.
just because it's fun having them follow.
Yeah, they're kids. They are curious and want to see who these new people are, because for the most part, they don't get new people very often in the town, like outside of people who are there to see Frederick. So they are always interested when they see new people that they haven't seen before. And then I will say you guys you'll be coming up to Frederick's house at this point. I wouldn't say castle, but he doesn't have a castle, but it is a one of the more larger tree stumps, and you can see it's very, very well lit, and it's on the I guess right above the door you would see Frederick's symbol, which is the green Shiekah. I think I showed that on stream already. I don't remember. But if I haven't, I will throw it up again here.
Yeah, I'd say you should probably just throw it up just in case.
With our little flower picking detour, was there time for Velkorin to catch up with us?
Yeah, I would say at that point. He knows the lay of the land. He would catch up pretty quick.
Oh, Toto was looking for Velkorin in that meantime.
Oh, yeah. Oop. White one. The back one, black one. Oop. So that's the symbol that is on right above the door of Velkorin's giant tree stump of a house. This
Wait,
would
why
also...
you guys have my house?
Velkorin.
I stopped paying attention for 2
said
seconds. You guys
Frederick.
are at my house.
We found it!
It's not
Raid
your
the
house.
guys!
We never even discussed, do you have a house or you just live with Frederick?
Oh, you did mean the Frederick's there, because you did say Velkorin's tree of a house.
Did I?
You did,
Oh,
yeah. That's what I was
oops.
like, what the fuck?
Frederick, sorry.
I
Too
have
many
a
names.
house. It's canon.
You have a house. It's fine.
You have a tree of a house as well.
Alright.
Cool.
Well, that's the symbol. So oop that. Thought I had a nighttime forest. Don't I have a nighttime forest? I do. Nighttime forest. Since it's almost nighttime anyways. But yeah, you come up to Frederick's house. Hero just kind of points at the house and waits for you guys to go in. If you want to go in or do other things.
Are we supposed to knock, or...?
Akari will
Wait,
land.
before we go
somewhere.
in, Toto goes over to Velkorin and then beckons them down to lean over.
I'm not there yet. I'm still like 10 minutes behind.
You
I
Still
told
10
you.
to
minutes
us.
I
behind.
told you they got distracted by flowers, so you would have had time to catch up by now.
Okay. I bend over. What's up?
Toto will put the blue nightshade in your behind your ear.
Oh.
Is
There
this
you
a
go.
threat?
Goodness gracious.
I'm just joking.
I will pat Toto on the head.
Yay!
Small child.
Thank you.
And then
Oh my gosh, Vivra still has flowers in her hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
That you still haven't seen.
yep, you have braided flowers in your hair from Wythr when you fell asleep on her. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So yeah, as you kind of come up to the building, I shouldn't say it was a door. It's an open doorway because he wants
if
to.
It's open, then I'll just walk in.
Okay.
Wythr leans over and like just peeks inside.
So you lean to peek in, and I just walk
walk right
past
in
you.
here.
I'm
Wait,
like, well.
I guess here inside, because you guys are walking up, you can overhear some people talking. You recognize one of the voices. It sounds like the Zora that you guys had met before, as well as you hear Frederick talking. Velkorin would recognize Frederick's voice, and you just overhear that Sidon is talking to Frederick, and is like, "Yeah, I made a detour before I decided to come home because apparently my guards decided to pass on the information that I got a little beat up while I was helping with our issue in Concord, but yeah,
Wait,
I don't want to deal with them. This is what you're hearing."
Sidon left ahead of us, and this is where he went?
Yeah. He got ahead of you.
Small world.
Small world.
Vibra says.
He's a prince. Well, you haven't gotten to him yet. I'm just saying this is what you're overhearing because you haven't gotten up to them yet. This is what you're overhearing.
I guess then I'm just gonna slowly walk closer as I listen.
Frederick just kind of chuckles at him. He says, "Sure, take the time you need. We have no problem housing the Prince of Zoras, obviously, but yeah, I'll be sure to mention that you're fine and pass it on the knowledge so that you hopefully don't get beat up by your friend and your sister. But yeah, take as much time as you need and we'll go from there. I will make sure to pass along the items to my crew once they catch you." Oh, and then he kind of looks up and sees Vivra in the doorway and
Oh, don't stop on my account. I mean, hi.
Sidon
So
just
cute.
Sidon looks over. He says,
Shut up.
My friends, they must be here. I beat you here.
That must be here, clearly.
Must be here if this one is here." And Frederick's just like, so these must be somebody your friends with Velkorin. And Sidon's just like, "I'll leave you to it since you guys probably have business," and he kind of walks out of the room and says, "It's nice to see you again, Vivra." And he bows nicely to her.
Hi. I mean, nice to. Yep. Bye.
He just gives you a
Wythr
smile
sees
and
all of this.
Yep. He just gives you a smile and the twinkle in his teeth when he smiles. He's got big old shark teeth. He just gives you this slight bow as he walks past and waves to the rest of you as he sees Wythr peeking around the corner and just kind of chuckles to himself and he walks off. When he gets to
under her breath, she's like, "This is why I stay a wolf."
When he gets to Velkorin, he'll just say, "I had your armor expedited, so it is ready for you. Frederick will have it, and it is ready for you whenever you guys need it. It's nice to see you again. I hope you guys had a safe trip." And he just walks off past you guys.
The armor he's talking about is the Zora armor upgraded, right?
Correct.
It's our water armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wythr nods at him, and once he's left, she'll slip inside and follow after Vivra.
Yeah. Anyway, Frederick, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Have I ever been a person form in front of Frederick, or are we just assuming that I've always a wolf?
I would assume you were most likely always a wolf, and you would not have met Frederick yet, anyways.
But I've encountered him with Okoku at some point.
You've probably seen Okoku talk to him. You have not met him.
Yeah, so I know his name.
You know his name and know who he is, but you have not met him in your human form.
Yeah, nice to finally meet you, I suppose.
It's nice to meet you as well. I assume you must be with Velkorin.
I'm gonna
Yes.
wait.
You're not walking in yet?
I'm waiting till everybody's in the room.
Okay. So, well, she's gonna
That's
just be
fair.
generous. Yes, he's back there somewhere.
Yeah, I pretty much want to make sure everybody's in the room.
Right, because Pippin had Pippin would have flown in ahead of you guys because
with Frederick's house, is the only entrance like from the bottom? The entrance at the bottom? Or okay.
As far as you can see, there's the big main opening, and then it
because then Akari would definitely land down from the trees and walk in after like a few moments after everybody else went in. Well, at least after Wythr.
Frederick definitely catches Akari and Naomi's eye. It catches his eye right away as he sees you both walk in with the rest of the group. He just kind of makes a mental note of the people that are walking in. Wow, you... And then obviously sees Velkorin walk in afterwards, and to Pippin he's like, you sure picked up a crew. I left you with one and now there's 5.
I'm gonna do my usual thing when I enter his house, and I'm gonna lock the door behind me, and then make sure all the windows are closed, like shutter closed, so nobody can see in. And then, before I respond to him, I'm gonna sit down at the table, which I know there's gonna be food at, because there's always food at this table. And I'm gonna take my mask off.
Toto will tackle Prince.
You what?
I'm gonna take my mask off.
Wait.
He's
And
got his illusion.
disguise self on?
It's the scarred face.
Okay.
Okay. I was so ready to panic.
No.
And then I'm just gonna grab some food and start eating it, and then lean back in the chair like I made myself at home.
He just sighs deeply and starts rubbing his head. He's like, you know I'm royalty, right? Like, at least you could do it in front of people, but whatever.
There's nobody else here.
He just kind of
If
all the
Rhino
rest in
comes
here?
back.
groans.
The door's locked.
I
Nobody's
thought it
coming
was
inside.
wide open.
No, I closed
The
all
main
doors and all
entrance
the
is a
windows
wide
were
open.
locked.
Frederick's room would be a separate room within the house.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't get to that part because, just to give you a reminder of what he looks like. He's a very well-kept Hylian man. Looks to be in his early 20s, fairly young. He's got brown hair and blue eyes. He is wearing the garb of the Kokiri because he's not in a professional setting currently, so he's wearing the similar garb to the Kokiri. The only difference, instead of green, is the deep purple. It almost is the same color as the Swift Violets that you picked up, but so yeah, he looks very casual for what you would expect to a noble for the rest of you. But yeah. So
Wythr gives him just a shallow bow of politeness, and that's it.
Last thing he said is he brought up the amount of people I picked up, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I will respond to that. It's been about 5 minutes.
I tackled the prince and hugged him.
His hands are up. I'm like, nice to see you again, Toto, and gives you a gentle hug.
I picked up a few
so much
people,
fun.
I'm glad.
which is why we're actually back here.
Well, that's
I need a favor.
favor. Interesting.
I'm gonna look at Akari and then wave Akari kind of closer to where I'm sitting with Naomi.
Is Toto still hugging him?
Yes, like a koala.
Just hanging off of him like a
Just-
necklace.
He just kind of accepts it and is like, okay.
I try to pry Toto off of him.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just pats
Oh.
their head gently. Don't worry about it.
She shrugs and leans against a wall.
He bows his head slow and just gently nods towards Akari and Naomi and just asks, so who are these two?
I'm sure you can go, Akari.
Just a wandering pair who needs to find a safe haven for our friend Naomi here.
Interesting. I'm assuming this is what your favor is going to be, Velkorin?
They were attacked by Lady, what's her name? Like, it's been fucking like a month since this might happen. Since I became a murderer in the eyes of my entire party.
Yep.
What?
Inara would be the one.
Lady Inara.
Interesting. Okay.
So we need, and I promised them I would bring them somewhere where they could be safe.
I think that's something we could probably arrange here. Who are these people to them?
What do you mean by who are they to them?
I mean, if a princess is gunning for you, obviously you must be important. I won't pry, but it's
I don't know about important.
Can I make like a perception or insight check to see how Naomi is reacting?
Sure.
Which one?
Yeah, that'd be insight. You're trying to see how
Can
she's
I roll above a 9?
maybe.
No.
A 10.
It's above a 9.
Now we know why I roll so well, because you don't.
Yeah. No, it's because you stole all the good luck.
It's 16 total.
16 total. She is, in general, she's kind of on edge because of what happened in Concord, but she is more so relaxed than now that you guys are in a town and seems to be somewhere safe. She's a little more relaxed, but still kind of is always looking around and somewhat anxious. Somebody rolled something.
Oh, I saw it on Roll 20, and I clicked it to see what that was.
Oh.
Ignore that.
But yeah, so for the most part, she seems normal, but still has that slight anxious undertone. But yeah, again, what did you say again, Akari, in response to who are you, basically?
Just like nobody important. But definitely want to make sure Naomi is safe because being followed an attack is not good.
They roll a deception.
Deception, you said?
Deception. Obviously, I guess deception or persuasion.
Well, if they're lying.
I was trying to allude that they
You
might not be
already
loading, but I ruined it.
It might not be a lie. That's why I'm like, deception.
True.
No.
I guess. Yeah. If you.
You can choose either, and you don't have to tell us which one you
Yep.
pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
Like,
ruined it. I'm bad DM. I got it. Sorry. Roll your thing and tell me what you did.
Of keeping it a mystery.
Yeah.
All right, roll. All right. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Hold on.
What kind of food does he got today?
I wanted to ask that too, as Wythr wants to check out the
I'm
food
thinking-
available.
Give me a minute.
I think I'm in the mood for like turkey. Like
You're in a forest village. What do you think is on the table?
chicken.
Probably.
Wow, they
Is it
made
even-
they made those and survived.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it even possible to kill a cuckoo?
They die
Who
of
says
old
it's
age.
Huko?
The elder chicken.
Who said it was cuckoo? I said it looks like chicken. Maybe it is.
All right.
no.
15 was rolled.
15. Okay. Kind of gives you a bit of a side eye, but he's not gonna press. He
If I'm
doesn't.
curious about it, can I roll an inception check?
Inception check. Damn.
Inception.
My brain is just turned off.
Everybody's brain is not working today.
Oh, God.
Interception.
I would like to intercept
Roll to
this-
roll.
I would like to intercept the words coming out of their mouth, please. An investigation
Yeah.
or an insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
To pick one, my guy.
Yeah, it's gotta be insights. I mean, it's not. I really got a choice. I'm good. I roll 17.
Same thing. I mean, I guess Akari, you tell me if you are.
Well, since I'm the only one that rolled, they can just message me unless you rolled high enough.
I did roll high enough, so whether or not Akari is lying, I guess it's up to him. But yeah, he kind of gives you the look that he isn't sure if he believes you or not, but he's not going to press it. Oh, all right. Well, I can arrange something.
Basically, all Akari say is, if Naomi is comfortable enough to tell you when you're able to talk alone, then that's okay.
Like, it's fine with me. Everybody's welcome here, so if you need, for some reason, if you're hiding away from the princess, I'll do my best to keep you hidden. Or hidden. I don't know if you're staying as well, but whatever. Anyways, so how did the mission go? I assume it went well because Sidon came here, but I want to hear your side.
The fish mission?
Yes.
The fishing?
I mean, he's speaking at Velkorin at that point, but it's up to whoever wants to answer, I guess.
Well, we killed the fish. That was about it. There was no real. As he's like mouthful of food.
Right, you asked what food there was there, but yeah, mostly plants and vegetables and fruits and vegetables. For the most part, there would be some meat there. But
no candy.
Meat.
No candy.
Damn it. Yeah, they're stock.
Did you not keep some from before?
I bought some.
He's
last
got
time,
like 10
Yeah.
or 9.
No, he has
I know
9.
you gave some out.
9, I gave one away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But does all my comment say is we killed the fish and that's it?
That there's nothing else of real note when it came to the actual mission itself.
What was
Vivr's gonna
the
be
beast?
like, way to tell a story, Velkorin.
What
He
was
doesn't need
this
every
beast?
minute detail. He just needs to know that it was successful. Nobody died.
That's
And the territory is safer from the fish.
He's like, well, one of you almost died, as far from what I heard. But that doesn't involve you, I guess. Thank you for dealing with that problem. That'll help our trade and our alliance with them. Hopefully, we can expand our area a little bit more further down to the south now. So.
I have another question for you.
Sure.
I need a
Okay.
way.
Can I
to
do something real quick?
Yeah.
Toto will whisper something into Prince Frederick's ear.
Sweet nothings.
I can read lips.
With
I covered her mouth.
We all can read.
No, you can't metagame that, dude.
He nods and you kind of see him reach behind himself and pulls out a pair of gloves and hands them to you.
Thank you.
Are you still a koala?
Yep.
Yes.
Good gracious.
He's just accepted at this point. He's like, he's used to this because the kids are the same way. So, you know, he just kind of is like, this is my life in this town. So whatever.
The party is just like, oh, this is where Velkorin gets it from.
This is just a thing for this village, town.
I mean, they're a village of children. The irony that all of them are probably older than every single one of you.
Yeah.
This is a question for Toto. Out of character really quick.
Yes.
Are those gloves for covering something?
Yes.
Okay. Back in character now. That means I don't have to handle it at the next conversation.
Yeah.
Like, 2 topics for him, and that was one of them.
It's amazing how the kids didn't see it.
Right.
Oh, they did.
I need a way to sneak 5 people into her territory.
Her?
the lady, what's her name's?
No.
Inara.
Why are we sneaking? That was Vivra.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we stick out quite a bit.
So?
He's kind of...
All Akari could say is to Vivra is like, they're probably not very welcoming.
It's not a secret for what my relation is with Freddy here. Not very many people walk around in full garb of fox armor.
Just kind of thinking to himself, rubbing his chin, trying to think. It's like,
I mean, you never really told us your specific relationship to, as you say, Freddy, and she makes air quotes around the name.
Velkorin, it's my right-hand man. We've known him. I've known him for years, since he was a child. I think.
I was 8 when my event happened, so that's when I would have found him.
Like we grew up
When we found each other in the woods.
We essentially grew up together.
How romantic.
We did. Anything can happen in the woods.
Wither's head tilts and her ears twitch a little bit, and you hear her voice
Gosh, I
just
have
say,
2 dads?
You hear her voice say, "Baby Velkorin."
Oh yes, you would have loved to see how small he was before. Basically cut him down at the knees, and that's about how tall he was when he got here. Over exaggeration, obviously, but
Midna's height in game to
Basically,
Midna height Queen form.
pretty much. Imp form
Vivra,
to
like,
Just a
form.
little imp.
Vivra, like, covers her mouth with her hand, just, like, thinking for a moment.
Oh.
Ah.
He kind of... He looks at you and is like, it can be done, but currently there's a lot going on over there. There have been a lot of lockdowns within the cities up in her area. So I don't know what your plan is, but I don't know if it's a good idea to go there right now. Something has happened up there. But I mean, we can discuss a bit more of the details when it's just me and you, but for the most part, I don't know if it's a good idea to go there quite yet. You might want to give some time.
Whoa. Hang back the hell up.
Thank you, Vivra.
Whoa. Hang on.
Hang on.
If we're all going to this place, you shouldn't be hiding whatever the hell we're supposed to be prepared for.
You interrupted me as I was about to ask a question.
Doesn't matter, Velkorin. I'm asking the questions now.
This is not Velkorin asking the question. This is Alistair asking the question.
Well, that was Vivra talking in character,
This
interrupting this prince man person.
This is where the original note said to investigate, right? That there's issues going on, right?
No. The
Where the fuck
original,
was-
the west. The desert was where your original note was.
Oh, okay. I got it mixed up. That's okay.
Yep.
Then we needed to change all of our conversations to the desert.
Well, we can.
I feel
We'll
like
make
at
it
one
work. I
time-
know you would attempt to retcon it, but we'll just make it work.
He has
Yeah.
many goals.
There's so many fucking strings I'm trying to attach right now.
I'm aware. He looks very stern.
Would have interrupted him.
I know you interrupted. Something that involves the royalty. This is something I don't want commoners to be dealt with. I shouldn't call you commoners. Normal people. I don't want you dealing with this right now. It's very
Define
dangerous.
normal.
Not
Anybody
me.
under my state.
Not me.
Do I really look normal to you?
Can
Honestly.
you send me a DM what's happening in the desert that I'm supposed to remember? Because it's so far back in our actual DMs, I probably won't know. I don't. It's been a month.
Man. why you like
Well,
this.
just is it in our?
I'm pretty sure
secret
it's
step?
in your extra secret step.
Yeah, I was
Extra.
gonna say if it's not there, post it in your secrets thing if that helps. That's what I try to do for things to remind myself of.
There's so
Actually, you should have a handout in
So
roll
many
20.
secrets.
Oh, it was roll 20. Thank
yeah.
you.
Should have a handout in roll 20. I remember I
Okay,
did
I
that.
couldn't remember where because I looked through secrets and I could not find it.
Giving you a handout in roll 20.
Thank you.
What the heck is
This
a
is
handout?
This is the letter I did not read to the group, and I got called out for not reading it out loud.
A handout is whatever
did
you want.
Frederick mention the desert yet in character, or is he just
No.
saying her place over
No.
there with her?
I don't think the desert
He
was
has
mentioned.
mentioned.
Inara's
name
place would be
Warren,
northeastern. It's near
but
Lake
not
Lake
since the
Hylia.
beginning.
Yeah, that one would not be a desert.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't want to involve people that don't need to be involved yet, because I don't know what's going on, and I want to know more about what's going on with the situation in the north before I send people out. So I don't think it's a good idea to go there right now.
All right. Now Alistair is caught back up to the correct spot. How is it Wormsea? The Wormsea
Something that
been faring?
the loyalists are getting more aggressive, so I am concerned. They haven't outright attacked anybody outside of their normal skirmishes. As far as I'm aware, Celine's people have been able to hold them back for the most part, but it seems like they are somewhat losing ground. So it is something I want to look into. But to gauge my priorities right now, and as of right now, it's not a huge priority for me because obviously it's the opposite side of the continent. I can't really deal with the issue right now.
Sent you a quick DM really quick.
Wythr is leaning in, very interested in the conversation, taking in all the details.
Toto steals from Wythr. I'm kidding.
Roll sleight of hand.
No, I'm kidding.
Sleight of robot hand.
Vivra's listening, and the more they talk, the more annoyed she's getting. She's like, so we're not going to this one place, and there's a place across the continent. You are not dragging me across the continent.
Are there any mirrors in Frederick's room?
Yep, there's a full body length mirror, obviously near his desk.
What do you mean, obviously?
This is his personal room.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
I will use my skills to go and investigate Celine and the Loyalists. If her nation falls to the Loyalists, that's a huge issue for us.
Correct. Definitely not something we want to happen, but like I said, I haven't had any contact with Celine over a year. As far as I know, she's still missing. The only person we can get a hold of is the Chancellor, and nobody wants to deal with him.
While you worry about the things going on closer to home, we will investigate. As I look over at Vivra. Clearly she's pissed off. We will go and investigate Celine and the Loyalists.
It's just
Okay, is this the north or the continent? Because
This is the desert on the opposite side of the
Western.
continent.
just for your sake, Vivra, you would have known Okoku is from the desert, so this might be interesting to you or not.
Oh, so it's actually towards Okoku?
This is where Okoku would have.
Huh.
This is technically where you would have been found, quote unquote.
I was thinking that maybe that's what it is. So yeah,
nearby there.
So she's trying to keep her face the way it is, but in her head she's like, wait. Oh. So I don't know if I need to roll deception or persuasion to convince everyone else that I have no real opinion on this place.
You are trying to hide your intent.
My emotions.
Roll
she's
whatever
bad at hiding
is
her
appropriate.
emotions. We'll see.
Roll whatever is appropriate.
I'm gonna blow her mind right now.
I mean, you don't have to, because when I rolled a 2.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh no.
I told you, I literally, as I was rolling, I'm like, she's bad at hiding her emotions, and the dice is like, bet.
Yeah.
She is uncomfortable.
She's just trying to look like she doesn't care, but you see like a smile easily slip through or something.
She does that thing where she's like watching and like she's like kind of spaced out, and then 2 seconds later she sees you looking at her and she does the wide-eyed look around and then look away.
I wasn't
natural.
looking at you.
She's like, oh crap.
I have information that that over there it's not doing nearly as well as we think.
Interesting. Well, if that's what you want to do, I don't have anything I need you to do currently. If I do, I'll send word, but if that's what you want, I can show you a route I would take to get you there the quickest and the safest, depending on what direction you want to go. Or we can discuss this later if you want. I know you've probably been traveling for a few days.
As much as I would like to wait and give them time to rest, if they're coming with me, it's best we leave as soon as possible. Give them a day.
You guys have a day to fix your fucking sleep.
But when I was leaving the first time, I was notified about this by a certain somebody. And I'm going to go look at Vivra again.
She's like, her heart is
Awkwardly
pounding right now.
leaning on a chair, almost falls off the chair. Nope.
Yeah, she tries to leave.
That awkward thing.
She fully knocks the chair over, and she's like, that chair's too small for me.
That awkward thing where you don't have any pockets, so you don't really know what to do with your hands.
Yeah.
While you're standing there.
One hand over her mouth, the other hand holding the first hand up around her chest. Just what? Why are you looking at me?
So we will head out there. All I ask is if Akari and Naomi are okay with it, that Naomi stays here. And as payment for Naomi's safety, I would like your assistance, Akari.
Hey. Yeah, that should be okay.
Oh.
Akari will just make sure Naomi feels okay enough to stay by herself here.
What about the dog?
The dog is coming with. That's part of the deal. We need the dog.
Need the dog?
I don't care about Akari. I want the dog.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Damn.
Can you imagine Velkorin just exploding in the room? Vivra, how dare you insinuate the dog?
Just change my character sheet to get
the dog.
The dog.
Frederick will ask, Akari, how secure does she need to be? You don't need to tell me how she's involved, just how isolated do you want her to be?
Well, it doesn't have to be isolated or anything. I mean, she could,
Lock her
say
up.
how comfortable she is herself. I'm sure if the town doesn't just have random unidentified people coming in, it should be okay.
I can make a request to the Great Deku Tree. We take her to the Lost Forest where the Kokiri are protecting the Deku Tree. There wouldn't be a safer place for her. The only people who can travel there are the Kokiri.
Well, I'm sure being inside of the town here should be okay. Seems safe enough. You do have guards around, right?
Yes, of course.
Could I do, this might be like weird, but could I do an insight check to gauge how safe it is here? Like if the guards seem to be like really paying attention and doing their jobs and stuff?
Yeah.
Does that make, like, does insight make sense?
Yeah,
I would say actually, yeah. Would perception or insight be good for that?
probably insight, because you're trying to gauge whether or not they are responsible or how they feel about their job, I guess.
Gauging
Okay.
intentions.
Let's see if
Okay.
I can roll higher than a 10 now.
Akari will also
Stop
do it
saying
just
that. You're
because.
gonna keep jinxing yourself.
Akari will also roll because that's important. No,
Okay,
Roll a
that's
15.
19 total.
nice.
Can I answer something for Wythr, since Wythr knows about my character?
I took the bad roll for you. I got an 8.
Above table or?
This would be in character.
Okay. I guess you could see her like
Zom needs
kind of
to-
looking around
Yeah,
and
Zom
gauging
needs
things.
to check DMs first.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll,
So
we'll add on.
why Wythr would be looking around from, I don't know how good the city is, but when Wythr is looking around, if I catch her looking around, I would pull out my symbol a little bit to get her attention and then nod to her and then put it away.
Okay, she notices, of course. With
Y'all
observant.
with your observant feet. The question is, do the other observant people notice?
I want to know what it means.
Well, yeah, but they might see it.
That's
So
true.
we'll
Akari hasn't seen your symbol yet.
So
Vivra doesn't see crap.
Akari would probably have seen it, but not
Mhm.
know what it means. I see.
I don't have
Whether I
observant
sent you a
perception.
response because your insight was a lot higher than Akari's, so you have a DM. Akari, as far as you were aware, as far as you're observant, the guards, they're typical normal guards. They seem like they should be caring about their job. I mean, they're getting paid to do a job, so they should be doing their job as far as you're aware.
Okay.
Velkorin, I guess if you don't want Akari to see your symbol, you could roll sleight of hand.
I gotta roll what? Higher than a what? A fucking 20? Oh, never mind. That might be good. Hold on. I rolled a 20.
Natural or with
No, not
modifiers?
natural modifiers.
Sorry, I was
Yeah.
doing another DM. What are you guys doing?
Velkorin was just rolling sleight of hand for keeping the symbol hidden to
Okay.
others, but showing it to Wythr.
So what did that have to be? What, my passive perception?
Yeah, he would have had to beat anybody's passive perception.
Oh, well, my passive perception is 21.
Yeah. So you would see me nodding and then pointing at something in my pocket.
And probably not knowing, and if it's seen, like you mentioned, Akari
It would
wouldn't
just be
know
like
what
the
it means.
corner of it. Yeah, you wouldn't know what it is.
What are you doing? But whatever. Well, okay. I can arrange her to be safe here. Should be safe here as long as she's comfortable staying here. And Naomi is. Now you guys have kind of been in the room and talked to Frederick a bit. She's kind of more relaxed now. Is starting to feel like it's probably safe here. So she's fine with staying here if that's what you believe is the safest for her.
Wythr will take like just one small step closer to Frederick to sort of get attention on herself, and she gestures her hands towards the Kokiri who are around, And she says, "Children?"
Have you never seen the Kokiri before? Yes, Wythr.
She just repeats, "Kokiri," and slowly shakes her head.
Well, I guess I can give you a brief rundown of the Kokiri. The Kokiri are the children of the forest. They are the children of the Great Death Tree who is in the Lost Woods. The Deku Tree watches over all the Kokiri. Essentially, these are children who have they remain children their whole life, and as long as they stay healthy, they will live forever. They're essentially I like to call them the spirits of the forest. That's just what it is. They're all very friendly, cheerful people.
She nods thoughtfully and looks at Naomi, says, "Safe," and nods. Again, gesturing towards the Kokiri.
While the conversation is happening, Vivra's looking anywhere but the group. And does she happen to catch herself in the full body mirror at some point?
If you're looking around, I would say yes. The big ass mirror, so probably.
Okay.
You would notice that you have flowers in your hair finally.
Yeah. Yeah. She's looking around and she sees that. And she's like, I haven't looked at myself in a while. And she looks and then she blinks and then she's like, what? And she like looks closer and starts messing with it finally. What? And she like starts pulling them out. And it's like, is that why I've been smelling Wythr these past like day and a half?
What flowers did you put in their hair, Wythr?
Cephalina, I think, in
A bunch
red,
of different
blue,
ones, or okay, all
red, blue, and yellow.
right. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of different smells.
Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh. How did I not
There were
notice this?
Just tiny petals. It wasn't like whole flowers
Yeah.
braided in, just little petals braided into a really tiny, thin braid.
I see.
The
But yeah,
neck
she's
cube.
like pulling it out like, what the heck? Oh. She'll be doing that for a moment. I don't know, what's next? There So, okay, so if no one else is saying anything, she'll finish that turn back and like, okay. So she's staying, we're going to the wherever, apparently. Is there anything else we need to know?
Good question. All the details would be very helpful to know if there's any battles or anything you have to worry about. Do we gotta get new weapons sharpened?
Didn't you lose one of your daggers to the fish?
I got that back.
He picked it back.
I see.
Yeah, she did.
If you are going to the west, I would recommend you stop by Lon City and get yourself properly equipped before you make your way there. It's on the way, so you shouldn't have to detour too far to get there, but I would definitely go that direction.
Velkorin lost their dagger, right?
Yep.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Dropped him in front of
that's
the
right.
wolves and
Just
didn't pick him back up.
Yeah.
We do
Well,
have
I know
some
where they need to
supplies here, but as far as weapons go, we don't have very much in the ways of selling weapons here. That's mostly the weapons here are for the military or for the guards. Kokiri don't really have a need of weapons, nor do they really like them, so I tend to try to keep them away as much as I am allowed.
I'd imagine they'd use a stick if they had a choice.
The sticks of this force are a lot stronger than you probably expect.
I'm gonna go by the scenery. That's what I was kind of hoping for. Weapons sure are interesting.
You can glue a whole boulder to them and they won't snap.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Or you get those really long, thin ones. Ouch.
Yep.
Pain.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Can we go?
Enough weapons and Akari will get sucked in.
Yes, is also light on head. Dropped off your armor that he told he made for you guys. Waddles over to the side of the room with Toto still hanging onto him and pulls out the 2 sets of the studded leather armor that is adorned with Zoran scales. It's got a mix of deep blues and silver, but for the most part, like I said, it is studded leather, and it is the Zora armor equivalent of studded armor. So whoever wants to take them.
Does it still have the lightning weakness?
Yep.
Oh,
But you
studded
don't have
leather.
disadvantage for using it anymore.
Correct. It's
that's light medium armor.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, studded leather should be medium, I think.
Oh, I could
I'm
wear
pretty sure
one
everybody
medium.
can wear this.
Okay. Is anyone else taking it? Because I mean, Viver's fine in her outfit, even though she's the
Oh, he
least
says
covered out
it's
of everyone.
studded. It's studded leather. Studded leather.
Studded leather.
Yeah.
I already have studded leathers. Maybe you could. Some.
Just so
I just have regular leather.
it is equivalent. I guess I can give you guys. I shouldn't say give you the card, but tell you what it is. Just I'll give you the rundown. Good. Sora played. All right. So, these garments were used by the scales of fallen Zora warriors. While you're wearing the armor, you can breathe underwater, and your swim speed becomes equal to your walking speed. You gain a resistance to ice damage, but you are vulnerable to lightning damage. This is also a +1 studded leather armor.
Okay, Akari wants her armor back.
Maybe the person with the lightning rod shouldn't take the lightning vulnerable armor.
Fair.
You do what you want.
I mean, as long as I don't stab myself, I'm probably fine.
Akari will take her set of armor again.
If no one else reaches for them, she'll tentatively take it. She doesn't like wearing a ton of clothes, but she's like, ugh, we've already been in a fight.
Okay.
Is it like a dress also? What kind of
We can have it look however you want.
Yeah. Okay.
custom?
Yeah.
I guess.
Unless nobody says
I'll
otherwise,
take
Vivra is
one.
getting it.
Yep. Are you adding it to my inventory or?
Yes, I will add it.
Okay.
I mentioned
so I can refresh.
Akari will take the one pair as well that she wore originally that got turned into it.
Yeah, and you could always switch between your regular armor and this situationally if you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. And just assume Akari wears it under her dress wear. You know, there's always some type of under armor with that type of wear.
Right. Oh yeah. You guys should have that. That's why. Oh fuck with Peter. There we go. That's
Wythr gently touches Velkorin's hand to get his attention. She says, "West desert?"
Me?
Yes.
yes, you.
Yes. Yes, we'll be heading west. We'll wait a day though. That way everybody has time to rest, and if anybody needs to purchase anything or get anything, we can.
Freddy nods and says, I will leave you to your devices. I'll get back to work. Velkorin, when you have some free time, come and chat with me. Alone, preferably. But, yeah.
Oh my.
He kind of
Oh
taps
my.
Toto to let him be free finally.
Be free. And I let go.
Goes back to his desk. It's nice to meet you all, but like I said, I have some work to do, so you guys are free to explore the village. You're obviously, Velkorin is one of my people, so as long as you are with him, you shouldn't be questioned.
Just snap my mask back on.
And welcome to Zarya. Just gives them a slight bow.
Wythr returns the bow.
Akari politely also bows.
Vivra does that half nod thing.
Yep.
The bro nod.
Yeah.
Dude.
Depends on which one. If you don't know the person, it's not downwards. If you know the person, it's not upwards. So. All right. What do you guys want to do? Now that you're awkwardly standing in his room still.
Wythr will wander outside and just look around. And it's nighttime now, right?
Yeah, I'd say at this point the sun would go down. There's lots of the other thing you probably wouldn't have noticed would be that
I rolled a 1 on my perception earlier. I didn't notice anything.
yeah, well, I mean, you would notice it at this point. But instead of like your typical torches and lights, there's literally these like large, long-stemmed plants that are glowing.
I was going to ask about that, if they had the streets lit up and stuff.
Yeah,
Interesting.
they do, but it's not your typical.
Not fire.
Correct. It's literally these large plants, and just their huge bulbs are glowing brightly.
Wythr will definitely get distracted by those for a minute, looking at them outside.
Taking a chance, Akari will, of course, leave the room as well and try to start to look around the town. Just explore, see if anything catches interest. So I guess that would be a perception again, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess. What are you looking for? If you're looking for something specific.
Nope, just exploring.
Okay. Yeah, just do a perception. Yes.
I hated it. It's a natural one.
Oh boy, you see a forest and some children running around doing their own thing.
Going back in the trees.
Back in the trees. Children are chasing you now.
And I did an acrobatics anyway. It's a 19 at least.
Alright, you're good. You're jumping, flying through, and now the kids, I think you're playing with them, so there's a couple that are following
That's
you.
good. She will actually continue.
Yeah,
to
there's a couple following you, thinking that they're not used to people that aren't Kokiri that are so agile within the trees. So they're kind of laughing and longing as they follow you.
She'll continue that for now.
Sure. What are you up to?
Leave. I think Vivra will for sure be like the last person to leave the room. Because she's just like watching, like, I wonder if I could get away with just staying. She doesn't think she actually can, but.
Oh, was she trying to just stay in the room?
Yeah.
Guys, I seriously...
In her head, she's like, damn it, this would have been a great time for my wolf form.
I seriously can't roll above a 9 tonight, or above a 10.
Because my character
My rolls are bad today, too.
Nor is he blind. He is going to leave second to last and just wait outside the door. Just leaned up against the wall.
Oh, so I'm the last one in there?
You're currently the last one in there, but
Perfect.
yeah, I'll be listening to whatever she does.
Damn it. Well, she wanted to wait for everyone else to leave because she wanted to go up and she's like, okay, so we have met before and I have a question. Has Okoku visited you since recently?
Now that you mention it, I have not seen her in quite some time. I know she was, well, as far as I know, you actually, first you say, oh, I didn't know you knew Okoku.
Yeah.
Rewind for a second.
She's a good friend of mine. I haven't seen her in a little while either. So I'm just I know that she's been here, so I wanted to see if maybe she's been around recently.
No, last I heard from her, she was still in the living in the forest with her wolf. But
oh,
yeah, I haven't seen
good.
either one of them in a while.
I guess there's that saying, no news is good news. She kind of shrugs.
You could say that.
Okay. If she stops by, can you send either Velkorin or myself a letter?
Definitely. Let you know if I...
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
No problem.
And she does another one of those nodding bows sort of things, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna head out, I guess.
Nice to meet. Nods again at her.
Yep.
Gives the nod.
We're just nodding.
The awkward.
Yes. We're like, don't know how to end this conversation.
Too polite to say, get out, but.
Yep.
Now leave.
Yeah.
Right.
And so she's gonna walk out and give Velkorin a very bombastic side eye. just looking at him and then rolling her eyes, like her silent, yeah, I know you heard me, whatever, as she walks past him.
And just because I forgot to mention it, just Naomi would have been led away by one of the Kokiri.
Okay, good. She would not have said anything if she was still in the room, too.
No. The Kokiri led her away to wherever they want to take her.
Nice. Okay. Alright, Velkorin.
What's up?
You wanted to talk to him, didn't you?
Yeah, I was asked to wait. I was asked to talk to him privately.
What's the tiniest thing I can turn into? A bear, yep.
Do Koroks count as beasts?
Do they?
No.
No, because their intelligence is higher.
I'm gonna walk back into the room and lock the door.
Okay. Because I know how this is gonna go. We'll come back to you. I just want to make sure everybody else wants to do before we do our conversation.
Someone should probably find either lodgings for us to stay at or a good place to set up camp.
I have a house.
You do canonically have a house here,
I have
okay?
a house, yes. We can live at my house.
Sleep over at Velkorin's.
It's right next to his house.
Yep. Literally.
I was gonna sarcastically say,
it's literally technically attached because it's like another part of the stump, pretty much.
Okay.
The door's slightly taller.
However, the group doesn't know about this yet.
I would have pointed it out when we got there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I did make a comment that I have a house here.
That's true.
Okay.
Can I turn into? I'd like to turn into a spider, and I'd like to spy on Velkorin's conversation.
I love it.
Okay.
You gotta roll pretty high for me not to notice you.
I mean, but a spider, that's normal.
It's a-
Insight check on the spider.
Spider. Here's the thing. I'm assuming there's a window, right?
Probably.
So
You can probably crawl under the door. You're a fucking spider.
I could crawl under the door, or I could just hang out by the windowsill.
I wish I was there to give you advantage somehow, but
Let me see what the spiders.
Oh, no.
Hang on. I gotta find their stats.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to use the stealth of the spider.
It's
Nat one.
How about a 21?
oh
Damn.
but I think that's still lower.
They've got proficiency in stealth.
I think that meets Velkorin's perception.
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah,
Meets it, beats it.
not with
You
that
will
skill
not
checks.
take this away from me. If
Yeah.
it meets it, it beats it.
Okay.
That's the other way around.
the other way around.
Okay, fine. Well, I'm not entering the room. I'm literally a spider just on the outside of a windowsill. Like,
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not gonna say anything stupid. I don't plan on saying anything bad. So I don't know.
you
Alright.
really think Velkorin would know that this random spider crawling across a windowsill is in fact Vivra? I mean, let's be
Yeah, like that
logical
comes
here.
down to
I'm not gonna
like
care.
kind of DM choices because like sure
Yeah.
he maybe notices the spider, but then
If
I
the
guess
spider
it
is just
depends which
staring at
beast-
me for fucking
which-
30 minutes, I might get
Yeah.
She's
fucking
not
concerned.
staring. She's crawling along a windowsill.
The spider's over there acting natural, like
Yeah,
playing
she's
with
gonna
the ball.
She's
the
no,
spider
she's
is
gonna start.
whistling.
She's starting to make
Alright.
a little bit of a web.
Alright, I'm not gonna. Okay.
Wait,
I'm
can
gonna
I
give you-
make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion?
What?
If you roll a good performance check, it
Good
could
gracious, you're gonna force me
add
to
it to
perform
it?
right now?
I mean, I'll give you the stealth check because that is a high check, but I am going to
Yeah.
above table tell you that these Kokiri, 90% of them are druids. So a lot of them can change into animals and such.
So it could literally be anyone.
I know, I'm just saying.
Which is a bigger issue.
There's a bigger issue
Does
because that means
I don't.
What's my performance?
yeah, I will agree with rolling the performance to see how well you
Okay,
emulate being a
and
spider.
I'm using my performance, right? Because it's still my, I think,
Yeah,
intelligence
that's
or
a-
something.
Mhm.
Right.
So that'll be. Oh, it's charisma. Right, that's fine.
Yeah, it's still same.
So that's 16.
Alright. I guess you're starting to spin a web outside the window.
Oh my gosh, I picked up my dice and dropped them, and both of them turned into ones.
Mm.
I'm like, thank goodness that happened just now.
Dice are like, this is what we could have given you. So
Right?
you watch your shit.
Sorry, dice. I'll never do it again.
But yeah, okay. Alright, I guess I will defer to Velkorin whether or not you notice the spider. And if you are suspicious of it or not, I guess.
I mean, it's a
Does she-
spider. I don't
Okay.
care. It's
Alright.
like you said, most of this town is druids, so I
But my
know.
performance was really good, though.
I know. Okay, I got that.
Okay, I'll say he's aware that you're there. He doesn't know who it is, though. So he knows somebody's.
I know Velkorin knows what he can and cannot say anyway.
Right.
So
Okay.
I should
that-
say. Yeah, I guess I should say that at that point, Freddy would go and see, since he sees that you are waiting for him, he would go and close the rest of the blinds.
see a spider, flick it off. Close.
No!
Sees a spider and goes,
You're a spider. We don't know.
Hey, does his passive perception beat my stealth?
no, you're good. On
Good.
that. So he just, yeah.
Then he doesn't flick me away.
Well, yeah, so he closes up things.
We're stuck.
But and then after everything's closed, you see his fingers glow, and he kind of makes casting a spell, obviously. Big ol' kind of bubble, or I shouldn't say a bubble, like a wave of something kind of swooshes out within you guys, and Vivra, you can't hear inside anymore.
You freaking making a cone of silence.
Pretty much.
Wait, I'm not within the radius?
No. This is a big ass house.
I'm gonna get within the radius, hide under something.
Come inside then.
I'm gonna do it.
At this point,
Whatever. All right.
Wait, but if you
I think I would know somebody if the spider is minding its own fucking business.
All of a sudden,
And
the
then
spider
the
is
cone
coming
goes
inside.
up, and then it crawls into
No,
a
but
place
here's
where
the
it's
thing:
close
the
enough.
blinds were closed, so all of the visual of me is fully gone from you at that point. So
yeah, you'd be in dark.
So you would have to
Yeah.
then re-roll a stealth check as you come back into my passive.
You said you didn't care.
I didn't
You
care
did
when they
say
were
you
just
didn't
outside the
care.
window. But if
Right.
I already know they're there, then
Right.
we close the blind, put a cone of silence, and the spider decides to crawl in through the window into a place where they can now hear inside the cone. That's suspicious as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not spider. That's not a spider. That's somebody.
That's somebody getting in the
It's one of them Kakoris.
Okay. Nah, I'm gonna cut my losses
What
then,
to
I
say?
guess.
I'm not trying to ruin the fun, but at the same
I
time,
was fine with it just being a fucking spider. But once the spider goes
Yeah,
fucking Mission
but then
Impossible
Zom
mode,
had to do his dumb DM shit instead of letting me have my fun.
like, as
Like,
soon as Mission
really?
Impossible happened, I'm
Really?
like,
The last time you guys had a conversation, you didn't have a code up? Why are you
Yes.
being so suddenly protective now, even though the guy didn't even see me?
the
because
last private
Toto was in the
conversation I
room
had-
still.
Yeah, the last private conversation I had with him was with Toto.
Right.
About Toto.
Exactly.
All right.
DM never lets me have any fun.
I know, I'm ruining your fun. It sucks. It's so hard.
I'm in Velkorin's house.
Toto is in
Okay.
Velkorin's house being a Tasmanian devil,
Yeah.
going through all your shit.
Oh,
Yeah, find his stuff.
Toto.
I'm not actually
Uh-oh.
rummaging through your stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna
was
have
about to
you
say, he
roll an
probably has
investigation
traps.
check.
Oh, what check?
Investigation.
Oh, okay.
He might have traps.
If people want to dig through my house, roll
That's
an
a 2.
investigation check.
Or technically a 5.
Are you
Ooh,
actually
you know
looking
what?
through my house?
I'll go through your house.
I'm just looking around.
Vivra's
I'll
gonna go through
I'm
do
my
not
house.
actually digging through
I'll do
stuff.
it. I will.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, okay. I get it. So Toto
we'll
just
do
looked
this
around,
first.
but not like
we'll do
digging
this
through
first
Yeah,
before we have our
yeah.
conversation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, what's my
Fair, snooping is fun.
investigation? My dice are suddenly deciding to kill me.
Toto, are you snooping?
I am looking around, just not digging.
Not digging. Okay. I'm assuming
11.
Vivra's gonna be
Exploring.
digging. Okay.
Well, this is the basic, just looking around at
Are you
stuff.
opening my cabinets and drawers, perchance?
I'll start by not. So I'll say the first one was just a normal investigation check of me just kind of looking around. And then
Okay.
the longer you take, the more I'll look through. And that
Okay.
one will actually be a 16. So the basic investigation was an 11, and she's just kind of like, Yeah, because you freaking blocked me out, and then suddenly I couldn't hear you, and I'm like, dude, I'm super tired of this guy not freaking telling me stuff. So if I can't have my fun there, I'm gonna take it elsewhere. So yeah, so basic 11, but as I'm opening cabinets and stuff, 16. Oh wait, are you sending me stuff?
I'm sending stuff to Zom
Oh,
because it's my house and I need him
Yeah,
to.
that's what I was kind of figuring.
It's my character in my house.
Okay, so where are you looking first? I guess I should say.
me?
Yep.
Well, like I said, first, you're talking about the 11?
Yeah.
With that one, she's just kind of walking into each rooms and looking around.
Okay.
That one's like a basic investigation, like what do I see normal? And it's even at that point, my passive is higher than that at 13.
Okay.
So at that point, I feel like that would just be what that is instead. And then, for opening stuff up for the 16, I'm not gonna go through like his clothing drawers and stuff. Probably.
You don't want to see the underwear I wear, the type of underwear I
No,
wear.
I am good. I don't need to know that.
Yeah. With your 11, it's just
The Speedos.
it's a very
Goodness.
normal looking house as far as you know.
Yeah.
But you're gonna go in more depth, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that looks interesting enough to open. That, might hold some secrets or something. Like if there's a letter drawer or a cabinet with artifacts of some kind, or a picture that's just a little loose on the wall that look like it might hide a room.
All right. I guess specifically tell me what you were doing first instead of multiple things.
Let's find some letters, I guess.
Okay. So you're going to, I assume, go to his desk then or something?
Yeah. I'll open up his desk and stuff in his office if he has one.
Okay. As soon as you open one of the drawers, there's a loud spark and just a...
My investigation didn't beat the seeing the trap?
Nope.
Wow, the traps have a really high check then. That's kind of insane.
There is like I said, a poof of fire just kind of woofs near your face, and if you might have lost some eyebrows.
I shut it so fast. No, because the moment I see a spark, I'm shutting it. I'm not letting the fire burn my face. Are you kidding me? I'm not that stupid.
It's not like a flamethrower. It's literally like, just the...
Well, yeah, but the moment there's a spark, she's like, "What?"
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, my intelligence is 16. I'm not dumb enough to let it burn my face. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so if that's the first thing I find, then I'm like, oh well, now I have to be way more careful if I look for other stuff. But I'm also like, now I'm on a time limit because I'm not gonna get caught in this house looking through his stuff. Now before I open stuff, I'm gonna be looking very closely for traps around the place.
Okay.
Anything that looks booby-trapped, I'm gonna see if I can undo it, and if I can't, then I'll just leave it without setting it off.
Sure.
Like if I can't figure out how I would undo it.
Velkorin's got like the full Death Note explosive drawer set up.
That's what it was.
Yep,
that's what it was. Yeah.
I knew there'd be something in a drawer, and I'm like, gosh, how does... Okay, so where would the next place to go then be after that debacle?
You're looking around. What do you want to look for?
My house consists of pretty much a bedroom, a main open area, and then an office. That's
okay.
A very generic.
Then I would have to ask you, Velkorin, if there's any other cabinets, because I don't know what specifically would look interesting and whatnot.
There is, the desk would have two drawers. The top drawer, which is the booby trap drawer, and then there is a larger drawer, like like the old fucking desks, how they have like a tiny drawer on top and then a massive drawer on the bottom.
Yeah,
the file.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, like a file cabinet drawer. Then there's a file cabinet drawer. Other than that, those are like the only area that you would have found with your rolls that you can find stuff.
Okay, there's not like other cabinets and stuff.
Nope, just a big drawer that you haven't opened yet.
Then I'll use my 18 roll to investigate that one.
You're aware it's not trapped.
Okay, then I'll open it, I guess.
Inside, you see an older mask that's similar to one he's wearing. you want to describe it more, Velkorin, you can.
It's almost identical to the one I'm currently wearing, except for it's black. The blues have been replaced with blacks, and the eyes themselves have been coated with like a black, and it's like a matte black, so there's no reflective light on it. Clearly this is designed more for like my ability to hide at nighttime and to help with it before I got the ability to just be invisible. And when you look through the mask, it's the pocket where the nose is has different kind of like flowers and stuff kind of crammed in there still. They're a little old, but it's, if you think of like a plague doctor's mask.
Like, I was literally gonna say plague doctor. I was like, oh,
so
And
there's
the
always
asthma away.
yeah. So he has a scent in there. It also has like, oh, it's designed to.
Can I smell it, or is it too old to?
I probably would have used it before we left. So it's just a more worn mask. Because I didn't get the ability to be invisible until we left.
What's it smell like?
What's it smell like?
It's just a mix of sweet flowers and like honey mixed in together.
What is it with this group and flowers?
I was like, now we have to bond over our love of flowers.
And then like, because you pretty much have to put it up to your face.
Oh, she's not touching it, but she like leans way in.
If you're looking at it, you can tell that it's thicker around like the mouth area to hide like when you're breathing, so people can't hear it. It's a mask designed specifically for stealth.
Interesting.
Metal Gear.
Well, I knew he was a sneaky guy, so, and she's like kind of kicking herself, like, oh, that top drawer was freaking where it was at. Is the top drawer no longer on fire?
Yeah, no. Like I said, it was just like Death Note thing where it just goes.
Okay. Can I take a chance at potentially getting a scrap of paper that may have been like somehow one of them didn't catch and it just kind of got left behind or something, or it's like half burned?
It's all ash.
All of it? There's no like. I don't even. Oh,
I told
Come
Zombies
on,
already.
man.
There's nothing in there. I have it on my person.
oh, okay. Well. Oh,
Like,
so
I
it's
don't-
not
I
even
don't
like
leave
ash. It's so like the trap went off, and then I looked at it again, and I'm like, wait, it's
It would-
empty.
It would just be like the
Scorch mark.
excess from the trap,
Okay.
the flame paper, and that kind of
She's
stuff.
like-
that was dead.
So she kind of sighs, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't destroy his stuff. Where's his stuff?" Yeah, that's like in her head that she says that, and she like closes everything up, makes sure it looks kind of the way it is. Maybe wipes it with the bottom of her dress just to
Just a
Clean
black
it up
stain
a
on your
little.
dress now.
on the underside of the dress. Just there we go. It's just well now I gotta wash my dress. That was stupid of me. Why did I do that? And there's nothing of note in the bedroom or anything. She's not looking through clothing drawers.
There's a mirror on the ceiling, and the bed is a circle.
A mirror on the ceiling in the bed.
Jeez.
Please tell me you're being sarcastic.
I'm being
Please.
sarcastic. I don't have an
Thank
Austin
goodness.
Powers bed.
She would have had a moment where she's like, "What?"
The disco balls come out in the
I started
lights.
imagining that a lot.
Rose petals fall from somewhere, and she's like, "No,
It explains the flower smell.
yeah, no. What's it actually look like, please?"
The
God, it
bedroom
smells
is
like
just
Wythr.
is just basic. It's
just a
it's a tree, so you have the wooden walls and all of that with a single window that is closed and latched shut.
Ooh.
Like you're not opening it type of latch. It also has like blackout curtains there as well. All the windows are covered in like blackout curtains if needed. And the bed itself is like built into the tree. So when they carved out like the tree, they just carved out the bed frame and then they put the bed in the frame.
She kind of looks at the blackout curtains and look at the bed, and she's like, "This would be a great room for me. No sunlight gets in." Huh. It's weird because he's not a Twili. Anyway, she thinks that, and then she like looks around the room one more time, and it's just like, I better leave. And then she turns and walks out. By the way, where was Toto during all of this? Because weren't you in the room too? Weren't you
Toto's in the
at some point,
kitchen.
or... Oh, you're in the kitchen. So after she's done
Oh, no.
snooping, she'll go join Toto, I guess. And she's like, "Wait, why are you in the kitchen?
I want to make something nice for Velkorin.
You go for it. Let's see what happens."
Okay, let's try the apple pie again, maybe.
Here,
Maybe it'll work
have
better
one
now
of
that
my
you have an actual
mushrooms.
oven.
Here, Toto, put one of these mushrooms in. I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
Ooh, okay.
Mushroom apple pie.
You want me to roll performance, DM?
Why is it always performance
Sure.
for cooking?
Because Toto's special.
Because it's an art form.
Ah, 17!
Oh my gosh.
There you go. What were you cooking now?
Apple pie.
With
Pie,
apple pie.
mushroom.
With mushroom,
See, that was the missing ingredient.
right?
With
I mean,
mushrooms.
Maybe it's
What-
a
One of
sweet
the
mushroom.
What the fuck?
yes, I guess. It's an apple pie with mushroom garnish, I guess. It's surprisingly good. Well, it smells really good. How about it? Also confusing because it's it smells like an apple pie, but with a hint of mushroom. And you're just
Vivra
very
gets slowly
confused.
more and more confused and surprised as Toto continues to cook. And she's
Maybe
like, "What
Toto
the-"
can. Maybe Toto can only cook like experimental, weird hipster food.
I want to make a Friends reference, but I don't know if anybody would get it.
What was it like? The
I'm
cookbook
not white
had the
enough for
pages
that.
stuck
We're-
together.
yeah, there's some together. Custard good, meat good,
Jeez.
jelly good. Just all of it at once.
Yeah.
Are you slicing it up now, Toto, or are you just holding a whole
Eat.
pie?
It's still hot. Put
Oh,
it on the windowsill.
is the windowsill sealed in here too? In the kitchen?
Nope.
No, only the bedroom is sealed.
Okay. Like, all right. Wait, isn't it nighttime right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is early night.
Nice. All right. Well, let me. Oh, gosh, I'm scared to try it, but it smells good. What is this witchcraft?
Try it.
I'll
It's
try
hot
it
right
when
now.
it. You know what? I'll try it when it cools off a bit.
Okay.
And I guess we'll wait and maybe make small talk, and while other people that aren't me talk during this stream.
It's so
Wythr is-
funny. Prince Frederick usually just burns the top of his mouth off.
Ouch.
He eats things like super hot.
Worth it.
All right, let's get our conversation going.
Yeah,
If anybody else doing anything?
I think Akari said
Yeah, Akari, what are you
she's in
doing?
the trees. Wythr is wandering, so
Okay.
that's not important.
Yeah, basically, Akari with her just wandering around town doing whatever. Go for it.
Okay. After, like I said, after the spell goes off, Frederick just kind of takes a deep sigh. All right. Now that we're alone, finally, you found the people I was intending you to find.
He's gonna lean forward. There's nobody, like, I can't sense anybody else, right?
No. As far as you both are aware, you guys are alone and nobody should be able to hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna leave my mask on for a little bit, just because I know Wythr is a thing. By intended, do you mean more than just Toto, or were there
The
others
two,
in this group?
the two you found in the group were the people I wanted you to find. They're involved with Inara. A lot more than they let on to be.
I had a feeling.
Those two are wanted by. She is paying an extremely high price in order to capture at least the red-headed one. The blue-haired one they wanted dead or alive, but the red-haired one was requested alive. That's why I don't want you guys going to an ours yet.
Well, now that I know more, that makes sense. I'll take Akari to the desert if you can watch Naomi here.
I will have Akari go into the lost woods of the Deca tree. He seems to know what the queen or the princess is up to. Whether or not she tells us what she's up to, that's up to her, but she'll be safe in the forest. Said you found some of Inara's goons there?
Yeah, they didn't give any real information besides just it was their target. I wasn't able to get anything else out of them, but for all we know, this is a lot bigger than just the two of them.
Still, the fact that they had found them is worrying. Because more than likely, if those people don't report, she knows the location. But, like I said, she's probably the safest she can be in the Lost Woods. You'll have to deal with Akari. I'm not sure what she's up to yet, but I've heard a few things. I know she's involved with Toto, based on, what's going on with Toto. Probably not.
If I'm going to keep everybody here safe, I'm going to need anything you know as soon as you learn it.
I needed to keep the knowledge of the two hidden from you. But I have a feeling that whether or not Toto realizes it, they are involved with those two. So, but that is the real reason I sent you down there. Luckily, you were able to find them before the others.
What is Toto?
Toto is an experiment.
I've surmised that amount, but
We're not
besides
sure.
the robotic arm and leg,
We haven't uncovered all the secrets. But as far as we know, she is attempting to build an army of people like Toto. I've had a few people infiltrate up there. They had found remnants of a laboratory, but they were attacked immediately once they were found. So all they could do is get away. But unfortunately, my scouts weren't stealthy enough to not get caught. So hopefully it'll still be there. I have sent a few more people out there, but for now, we'll have to see what happens. This laboratory seemed abandoned. Wondering if she had moved to a different one or something happened. Still waiting to hear back from the new scouts that I saw.
when you bring up, because Freddy would know what Velkorin's triggers are. Like, as soon as you bring up forcing a military, like, you could the whole atmosphere changes to what most people would be considered pure anger and annoyance.
Just that rage.
Yeah, like he's
You're
emanating
seething.
heat. Like he like you could feel the heat off of him.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take a piece of candy and eat it because that's his comfort. If she's planning for another pointless war, that just means we need to make sure. What's the queen's name again?
Princess in our
No, the other one, the desert one.
Queen Celine.
Well, we need to make sure Celine is okay and on our side.
I'm concerned with Celine. Like I said, she's been missing for over a year. All of a sudden, she has come back. She doesn't seem like her normal self. So, I would like you to go there specifically. Figure out what's going on. Like I said, the Loyalists seem to have... They're making headway against Celine's army, but almost at the same time, it seems like their army is almost letting them get through, but disguising it as skirmish. Outside of the fact that they seem to have a soldier or something that is just... Anytime this soldier seems to hit the battlefield, it's a loss for the other side. Be careful with that.
Oh, well, that is good knowledge to know. He's gonna stand up and pace for a second. We'll go in a day, and I'll keep you up to date on everything we find with Celine.
Since I know what's going on with Inara, I'll send them your way. Most likely I will need you to investigate that too, but right now I want to let the dust settle a bit. I will keep Naomi safe here.
Keep your scouts out of her territory.
As much as I can.
The last thing we need is it coming back to us. This guy's gonna walk out of the bubble.
Just you're traveling there. Just like I said before, I would recommend stopping at Lon Lon, see what's going on there. Don't think anything. For the most part, they're neutral compared to everybody else, so nothing bad should be going. Would be a good stop for, well, the others that haven't explored this world. So there's also a ranch on your way there. Would be another stop point between here and the village. I know the women that work there, and they're good people. Take you in if you stop there for rest.
He makes a little note in his little chest notebook. If they can be trusted, we'll stop by to check in on them.
Stay safe. You better come back. I don't need to make a new person.
Always do. And he walks out the door.
Wait.
Now I'm gonna go see what these fuckers are doing in my house.
Yep, and also with that, then you see the bubble just pop after you walk out. Stop telling everyone I'm evil. I'm not.
Alright, I'm gonna... At this point, it's probably when the pie is finishing.
Yeah, when we set it on the windowsill.
When I walk into my house, can I tell that my desk trap swing has gone off?
When you
Smells like
first
burning.
walk in.
I mean, yeah. You can, well, I mean, you would know. Your house, obviously, it's your house and your traps you set up, so I mean, pretty obvious when the traps are set off.
The person who set it off wouldn't be the person I would expect to set it off, to be completely honest.
Right.
So, I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna just pat Toto, look at
Hi.
Vivra, go
I
over
mean,
to my
hi.
go over to. I see you, Maypie. I would like to have a piece in the moment, and I'm gonna go over to my desk. I'm gonna open the top drawer. Just gonna close it. Just accept that it's gone off. I'm gonna open the bottom drawer. The mask is fine. It's still there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't touch the mask.
Okay, I'm gonna take the mask out. I'm going to walk over to Toto with the mask.
Ooh, yes.
Looking over at Vivra. Vivra has her spear.
Yeah.
I do not have a way to currently make sure you can be protected like I did with Vivra.
Mm-hmm.
If you get worried, or if there is something that scares you, I want you to put this on. It will hide you, just like it hid me.
Oh, okay. I will make sure not to lose this.
It's probably big for you.
Floof.
It's probably well. It's not the floofy part. It's only the fox head part. It's not the main.
It's
okay.
just massive because he's so much taller than
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, it's
Much
just like
larger.
it's only the front bracket. Like it's nothing else. Like you can see Toto's ear sticking out behind the mask. Like it's only from like half the face, the back of the jawline up.
Do you have a way to make that fit better? It looks a little odd.
Oh, we just like go behind and fix the straps to adjust it to Toto's head size. When we go into places that we're not sure who's around, and he's gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out the yellow symbol that I got off the guy I killed.
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Purple. Okay, I couldn't remember what color was the ones we've killed. If you
Purple.
see this symbol anywhere, you put this mask on.
Which would already recognize that symbol.
Yeah, once they see the symbol, they kind of back away. Okay.
I don't think I need to tell you why you put the mask on.
Yes, I understand. No good people. Especially those people.
Now, which one of you set off my trap?
I was in the kitchen the entire time.
What trap?
Can I roll an insight check on both of them?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
And
wait,
Vivra gets
I'm
to roll a
rolling.
deception.
Yeah, 18. 18. Oh my gosh. I swear if you roll a 19, I'm stabbing your kid. No, I'm gonna.
you want me to roll one for both or just one per?
You can just do one for both, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
you probably already can assume which one did it.
we're about to find out.
How dare you assume? What if it was
Wythr did it.
Wythr?
Wythr did it.
Even there.
Yeah.
You don't know that. You could be
I
hiding.
made a horrible
You could have
reputation
left.
for
He was
myself.
gone for a while.
Right? Wythr could have done it and then ran away.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the scapegoat.
I'm just gonna look at both of you and just shake my head and just.
Oh,
But
did
I'm
I
telling
beat
the
it? Did I
truth.
beat your roll?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
You don't. Toto doesn't even need a roll. But yeah, you
Wythr's
beat
like,
my roll.
What trap? What are you talking about? I'm in here. Whatever. Is the pie ready yet? To eat.
It should be cooled down, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a slice. And. Well, she says I'll take a slice, but I'd rather eat it outside. Because it's nighttime.
Okay.
Does Toto cut it, or?
No, just gives you a handful of fucking pie.
No, I meant like, do I have to cut it, or you freaking whatever?
Do you trust Toto with knives?
You know what? No,
Good
I got it. She'll cut herself a slice, put it. I'm assuming you have plates somewhere in here, Velkorin.
Yeah, there's everything you need in here.
Alright, she takes a
But watch
plate
out. The
and goes
cupboards are trapped.
outside. Opens it covered and it explodes. No. So yeah, she'll take a plate, walk outside, and where's the nearest water source?
There's probably a stream or a river kind of somewhat nearby you.
Alright, she's gonna go find that, and she's gonna try to wash off the black marks on her dress.
Okay. Fine. There'd be a stream that kind of just goes through the middle of the town, pretty much.
Cool. The middle of town? No, no.
I mean, like, as in, it's in the middle of the town, not like there's nothing in the middle of the town, it's just the river, but, like...
No, I know, but she'll follow it to, like, sort of the edge of town.
Okay.
Like, she's not gonna start frickin' dipping her dress into the water while she's in the middle of town.
Okay, yeah. The stream goes through the town, I guess I should say. That's the easier way.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm munching away while I try to wash it off. Don't everyone jump up all at once. It's fine.
What else? What else are we doing tonight?
I am going to just sit and eat.
Eating. Alright, I guess Akari, it's been a couple hours at this point that you're jumping around. What are you doing?
I think at some point Akari would have came to the house to meet up with everybody else.
Okay.
If there's like a spot outside, like on a branch or something, she'll choose that as a resting place when the time comes.
What about you, Wythr? What are you doing?
She's kind of just wandered off into the forest and around town and stuff.
She's becoming a wolf!
She's in the Lost Woods.
No!
Again! No, the town isn't that close to the Lost Woods.
Oh, okay.
You can't just accidentally wander into it.
Honestly, I could see that happening to her if it was.
And, I mean, even if you could, there would be people like, no, don't
Hey,
go there.
Maybe you don't.
Yo,
wanna go
you don't
there.
want to go there. You will actually get lost.
You're not a Kokiri, you will turn into a skeleton.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happens if humans get lost in the Lost Woods. They either turn into a Stelphos or they turn into a Skull Kid if they're children.
There's no proof that Wythr's
A skeleton?
It's true. You haven't seen her without her cloak on.
You mean she isn't bandages?
Mommy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just a skeleton? Wow, Wythr, you're so skinny. You should eat more.
Oh my god.
The owl picture isn't accurate at all.
Oh, I guess I could switch over to the studded leather and put my red dress away, maybe? Or keep my red dress underneath it.
Or you could wear your dress over it, too, if you wanted.
Yeah.
This dress is tight against my skin.
It's Zora armor. Maybe it's like a really tiny one-piece swimsuit that fits under.
I mean, it would
Okay,
make
that's
sense
why
for
you
it to
should
be
just
like
have your
a
dress.
wetsuit.
Vibes. Alright.
It could be whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's studded, though, so it makes her dress look bumpy. So she's like, duh.
The studs are the Zora scales, we'll say that.
Oh, okay, so it's not so much bumpy as it is ribbed.
Rough, I guess. I don't
Rough.
fucking know. Whatever. Flavor it however the fuck you want. I don't fucking care.
Textured. Thank you, Winter.
There you go. That's the word. Alright.
Sure. We'll do that.
So...
I mean, Wythr, Akari, and Toto need to sleep at some point. And myself and Velkorin need to force ourselves to sleep if we're all gonna go during the day.
Right. So yeah, if you guys don't have anything planned, then you'll rest for the evening, I suppose.
Yeah.
I almost fall into my Korok while almost falling asleep.
Where's everybody sleeping?
On a branch
in your,
outside.
in your house or outside of your house.
branch outside. Wow.
So yeah.
I mean, do you have more than one bed?
No. Why would I have more than one bed?
Like, guest rooms are a thing.
Who says
think I have
Velkorin was
guests?
expecting guests?
You heard him. It's a big round bed that can fit many people.
It could fit 2 of you.
I'm not cuddling people again.
You and
Never
Toto
again.
could fit just fine and not have to touch each other.
They're gonna be touching each other by the time that they wake up.
Hey yo!
Whoa!
Not that way,
I don't think
goddammit!
that was what Zom implied.
You know what I mean, goddammit.
Kael started it.
I'm aware. I know, as soon as that left my mouth, I went, fucking.
Oh man.
Don't touch me, mother.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, you guys are settling down for the night. I'll stay about.
Where are you gonna sleep, Velkorin?
Got a couch.
You have a I thought Akari took the couch, or did Wythr take it?
Akari's on a
Ari's
branch.
on a tree branch.
Ari's out in the
Oh.
tree.
Yeah,
Oh, I
these are
heard
nice,
someone
these are nice
mentioning the
trees.
couch.
Akari is
Are
embracing
you in the
nature.
couch?
No, Wyther's not there.
Okay, then I got the couch.
Okay. And about a couple hours into.
Hey, Toto, if Toto starts scooching over, she like takes a hand and just slowly pushes.
You make a
to the
pillow
edge of the
barrier.
bed.
Yeah. The pillow wall.
Stay over there. It's a brother bear moment where she takes her hand and just shoves
Yeah.
Toto away.
All right. A couple hours into the night, you are all woken up by a very loud alarm in your room.
Yeah, in the room.
In
Yeah.
your room.
I fall off the bed
I guess
because I tried to stay
Wythr,
so
what are you
far.
doing?
Well, if everyone wakes up and sees, Wythr is trying to pry apart Toto's Shiekah slate with her dagger.
Oh my gosh.
Which has
What are
caused
you
an alarm to go off.
Toto
Wythr, like,
trying to
looks
grab
up.
at the slate. Gimme!
Can I do a dex save to try to avoid Toto taking it from me?
I guess if Toto wants to. If Toto
Or
roll.
contested dex?
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Or, yeah, I mean, it's that or Toto would roll to try to grapple you, and then you would contest that.
Whoa.
Your choice. Your choice.
I rolled a 17 on the dex.
I saw
On dex?
that.
Okay.
Right, go with that.
I haven't been rolling well, so you have a pretty good chance. Oh, never mind. That's a natural 19.
Woo!
So, wait, that's 14. Wait, no, I almost said 14 total. It's 24 total.
Damn, we
Wow.
got a -5.
In my head, I was like, this math is not mathing. How did I get a 14?
Hearing the alarm, Akari will definitely come. If a window is open, will come through the window.
No, the windows in the bedroom are sealed shut, remember?
Oh yeah, this is on the
Yeah.
bedroom.
You
so
probably
she-
won't even hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, how loud is
Wythr-
it? I guess.
Well, I mean,
How loud is the
Roll for
alarm, Toto?
loudness, DM.
It's one of those like blaring ones for like deaf people.
So that would probably be.
You would
assume-
have woken up.
well,
yeah.
what tree are you on though? Because depending on how far away
Just
you are,
outside
it's
the house.
Yeah, literally
okay.
leaning against the house
Oh.
outside.
Well, never
Yeah.
mind then.
Yeah,
Everybody would have heard it and woken
Yeah.
up to it.
that's just her.
Wythr, like,
That's her vantage point to kind of be able to listen to things and stuff.
jumps up to her feet and like takes a defensive stance. She's no longer like prying into the slate, but she's holding it beside her
She's no
And-
longer asking.
and standing defensively.
Toto will tackle Wythr and be like, "Give it! You can't just take that. It's important."
Contested strength?
Well,
Yes.
To say if she's tackling you, that should be a roll to hit, I think.
Sure.
It'll be a grapple.
Okay, grapple.
But then
Yeah,
I
so
would
that would be
also
strength,
have to
right?
roll strength anyways, right?
After falling on the floor, Vivra's popped up and she's like, "What the?"
That's a 12.
Oh,
Damn.
Let's see. Oh, that's a 9.
I rolled a 12.
plus
I'm
anything
grappled.
or?
You have
Oh,
been
you don't-
tackled by Toto.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
Just know.
A loud crash as they like hit the floor, and Wythr probably drops the slate because I didn't roll very well.
The alarm's just still
Just
going
know.
I
When Akari enters the room, she has both her daggers out and ready, and her eyes are red.
Akari, it's fine. It's fine. They're being idiots.
You gonna
It's
stab?
fine. No stabbing. Put 'em
I
down.
will try to break the grapple. If I
And
may.
I can probably see that her eyes are red too, because even though it's
Mhm.
dark,
Yeah.
don't I have? Do I have dark vision?
You should.
Yes, I think so.
By the way, Velkorin is invisible for all you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I rolled 14 to try to break the grapple.
Do I need to roll another strength for that one?
Yep,
Yep.
that would be contested.
That's a 2.
So Wythr wiggles away, grabs the slate again, and stands up again, standing defensively towards you. She points at it with the dagger, and then she makes a motion with the dagger over her throat, threateningly, and she says, "Destroy this image, or I will find a way." And I will roll intimidation.
What? Why?
Okay, so I have superior dark vision, so yeah, I can probably see your red eyes, huh?
Noticing the eyes red, probably yes.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like,
that's only a 12 intimidation.
There's
This tiny creature.
Do I need to roll anything?
I guess what did she roll?
She rolled
I-
intimidation, so
I rolled 12 intimidation, telling Toto to destroy the image of Wythr.
Is that insight then to be contested?
That's what I was wondering.
I
Have
could
it like
also-
insight, maybe?
I'm fine also with.
It could also be a flat charisma check too.
Well, either way, an arrow right in between the two of you as you're having your
Oh.
conversation.
I
An
immediately
where?
look towards where the arrow is and grab my
Do I need-
umbrella from the nightstand.
It's
Do I need a
Velkorin.
perception check, or
No,
it's just obvious?
Well, I mean,
It
you don't
doesn't-
see, you
Still
don't.
invisible
you-
no
you-
matter what.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere,
But I
basically.
can
The
I see
direction
the
he came
direction?
from was the couch.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would assume you'd have to stand up and move over to get into the doorway.
Yeah, I would be in the doorway.
So it's not the couch. It's just
Wherever
there's
he was
someone-
standing, it came from Velkorin.
Okay,
But
so
you don't know that because you
then-
can't see him.
Yeah, so then I stab at the darkness with my electricity blade. I'm assuming that's just disadvantage.
Definitely.
You're gonna run to the door
You're
and try to
gonna-
stab?
How far away is the bed from the door?
It's not next to the door.
There's only one
I
doorway, right?
underestimated.
Is does the Shiekah slate emit light?
Yes, it does.
Like, is it very bright
It'd
or
be
very
dim.
dim?
Yeah, dim.
Okay. Wythr will try pointing the light towards the couch, but I don't think it'll be bright enough.
Doesn't matter. I'd miss you anyway if I jabbed at it. But well, she's like starting to move towards you, I guess, towards the doorway with her umbrella ready.
If there's only one
I'm gonna-
doorway and we can't see it, it looks like you're coming at Akari with that spear.
I'm gonna walk.
You're in
it
the
does, yeah.
doorway?
I'm
She
gonna
had to come
walk
in the
up-
room somehow.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Christ.
walk up to them to be close enough to where they can see me in the light.
All right.
Hold
Different
up my
doorways.
hand.
All of a sudden, he just appears in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Akari
she
is at-
stumbles backwards.
Akari is at like the front door. Vivra, you're at like the bedroom door, right?
Yeah.
So different doorways.
Okay, that's all I was wondering, like which
Yeah.
location this was happening. Yeah, that's what I
Well,
was trying
how
to get
many
at.
doors into the
There should
bedroom
only
are
be
there?
one door to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because Akari had to go around the house to get in because all of the windows are latched
Yeah.
shut.
yeah.
So,
So,
I
like, so
assumed. Okay, so in that moment, I had assumed that Akari had already like gone through the door with her blades, Because
I would say she was
like,
at least
"Whoa."
in the same room near the doorway she entered from. And then
Yeah,
you said,
but,
"Whoa, there's no enemies."
Yeah, and then from over your shoulder is the arrow, so that's what she's walking towards.
Yeah.
The
You,
arrow
you,
is shut.
you would see the arrow. You wouldn't.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's
Okay,
not
there
like
we go.
I'm brandishing at you. Like, I feel like that's common sense though. But then the moment Velkorin appears seemingly from nowhere, I think she would stumble backwards. And you know what? I'll just do a dexterity save and I don't fall down. How? Thanks for that dice.
Okay, that's why I wanted to get clear. I was like, wait, it sounded like the arrow was coming from different directions, and then she took. I'm so like, all right, let me just make sure I get the details.
Yeah, yeah.
Just gonna hold my hand out to Wythr. Give it to me.
I will not. She holds it away. She holds it away, shakes her head, and she points at it again with the dagger. And
if you try to damage that slate, you will not get out of this town.
Whoa!
She looks
wow.
She looks away from Velkorin and stares into Toto's eyes and says, "The image. Destroy it.
Why do you want it deleted?
Destroy it."
No, explain.
She will tap the dagger on the slate again, and I will try to roll another intimidation check. That's 14.
Damn it, dice.
She's a little more angry this time.
Yeah.
I have a question.
What?
I should be able to roll intimidation with what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's versus insight, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I believe. So yeah, you do your thing.
Let's. I don't even remember what my thing is. That's a 22.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. How are you
I am
reacting?
intimidated.
How do you react being intimidated?
Her like eyes in her head kind of dart back and forth between the two of them. She like clutches near her collarbone and with shakiness in her voice, she says, "You have to get rid of it.
Give me the tablet.
You have to get rid of it."
I'm gonna kneel down and put my hand on her shoulder.
Just gonna make a note that in her kind of desperation, her voice does sound a lot more scratchy and rough.
Just trust me. Hand me the tablet.
That'd be a
I'm gonna do
persuasion.
an insight check.
If you're doing that, you should do persuasion as well.
I mean, you're
Persuasion or
already
deception,
intimidated.
but you
I
don't
know,
tell
but
me
this is a
which.
different. This is different. Unless he's in trying to. Oh,
17.
yeah, I guess it's up to you. if
My
you intimidate still.
insight is 24.
I am being honest with you. To
Okay,
just trust me and I will handle it.
Her hand that's clutching around her collarbone is like fidgeting and trembling a bit as she slowly hands it to you.
Okay. I am going to cast invisibility on it.
She looks bothered by that. She startles a bit.
I wait for me
Can you
outside
cast
and we are going to have a conversation. Toto, please
Yeah.
delete the picture. I will explain it in a little bit.
I have
And
to
I'm
wait
gonna-
But
outside.
why?
I will explain it when I come back. But delete it, please. I'm going to
How
hand...
will we know where she is then? You always seem so bothered when she would wander off, so I thought that would help.
This is 100% my fault. I am going to have a conversation with her, and everything will be fine. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give her the tablet, and it's going to no longer be invisible. I'm going to shake the fuck out of Pippin to make Pippin cast on me.
I see.
Somehow Pippin slept through the alarm and the drama.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then I'm going to go out to Wythr,
Okay.
and I'm going to bring Wythr into a private chamber right next to my office.
Mm.
Step into my office.
Toto deletes the
Have a
picture,
seat.
though.
Akari will finally have her eyes turn back to their green.
I didn't roll high enough to see the secret rooms. I told you I was looking for those.
Not when you were looking for them, no. That was like your 11.
Fine.
Wythr walks with you, but she's constantly looking over her shoulder back at Toto and the tablet.
Once we're in the room, I'm gonna close the door, so it's just us in here. There are no windows in this room. There are no. It's just bookshelves full of random old tomes. There's a lot of like scribbling notes on a random desk in the middle of the room. And there's a whole bunch of that symbol on every single piece of paper in here.
Normally she would be looking around at all of this, but
I know
she's
she would.
too distracted.
I'm going to just lean up on the desk and then point at the chair. Take a seat.
She does not sit down.
Wythr, I
She's-
need you to trust me.
I did roll really high on your insight, and you did
So
say
you
that
know
you were
I'm being honest.
trustworthy. So
I
she
am being
does
honest.
know. She does know that you're being trustworthy right now. So she very hesitantly and reluctantly turns her head away from the door and looks back at you and steps a bit closer.
I don't know what is going on, nor do I know what exactly you are doing. But you cannot attack and steal and destroy. Come to me next time, and I will make sure it gets handled.
She looks up at you.
That's why I'm I'm
even though
sitting
you're leaning
down
a bit, you're
and,
leaning
like,
a bit.
Yeah.
She says, "This is not a childish squabble.
Then you need to explain to me what it is.
It is not for you to know. The image needs to be destroyed."
He's gonna sigh and take his mask off and fix his actual hair.
He's got a total bedhead.
Oh, it's constantly helmet hair
Yeah.
because he doesn't take this fucking thing off. If you keep doing this, they're not going to trust you.
I can't leave until that's destroyed. If
And
I have to
where-
break bonds, then I will.
And where are you going to lead to?
Anywhere. And she's speaking in her native language.
Yeah, that's why I had the abilities, because you didn't have to have broken common. I have a horrible feeling that you are lost. Just like Vivra is, and just like Toto is. Whatever you're doing is something that you clearly don't think anybody else can help you with. But what it comes down to is you're with us now. You've been with us for a while. I'm not going to tell you that you need to stay. I'm not going to tell you that you need to leave.
She taps you on the chest gently to interrupt you. What would you do if Toto had a picture of you without your mask?
I'll lean back. He leans back and
Falls off the chair.
yeah. Well, I'm leaning on the desk. I'm leaning on the desk like that. I'm not sitting on the chair. The chair is for Wythr when she decides to sit. If there was an opportunity for her to take a picture of my mask without my mask, it would be something I gave her. The reason I don't wear my face to them is because it can hurt them. Not because I choose to hide it, not because I choose that it's not worth their time. My face is not one known on the lighter side of the world.
I have my own reasons. It needs to be destroyed.
It will be handled. I already told you this.
She glances back towards the shut door.
I will make sure Toto deletes it. You don't need to tell us what is wrong. You don't need to tell us why you need it deleted. But you do need to apologize to Toto.
I don't understand that device.
He's gonna stand up and walk around his desk and take a piece of candy out of his desk and eat it. Clear, like at this point, with him and candy, you can. It's 100% like a stress relief. Like it's a tick thing. Like it fixes his anxieties. Like it's
actually
comfort.
cocaine.
Yeah, it's cocaine. It's 100% a comfort thing
Gosh.
for him. That's why he always
Better than
needs it in
cigarettes.
his position.
Mother has a long sigh and lowers her head and again sort of clutches at her collarbone in her throat and turns her head away, looking back towards the door.
Would you rather be alone? Or would you rather have people with you for whatever you're going through?
I enjoy the company of this group. But I have my own culture and my own reasons for what I need to do.
And one day I hope you can share that with us. But for now, if you're going to keep it a secret, at least tell me before you try to destroy something that could be a priceless artifact.
Her speech is kind of going back to how it usually is. Despite still speaking in her native language, it's becoming broken again. Delete. Destroy.
Exterminate.
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 God damn it. I was waiting for it.
I said that I will take care of it. Okay.
She nods and reaches her hand out, places it on the closed door. Finished.
Not yet. I actually have a job for you.
Her glowing eyes turn towards you without her head moving. And her head's kind of tilted a bit.
I need somebody who can sneak away from the group from time to time.
I have not been rolling well, sir.
I understand that, but the people who catch you is usually me. Sometimes Akari. When Akari's looking for you.
Above table, obviously.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand
Yeah.
Wythr a stack of papers with my group symbol on it.
He takes it.
I need you. If you're gonna end up trusting me, I need to trust you. I understand that it's a two-way street, and I understand that whatever you're going through, you might not think I can help you with. So I'll ask you for help with what I do. And in return, maybe you'll ask for help for what you do.
She's holding on to the papers. She hasn't put them away yet, but she holds them to show that she's listening, hearing you out.
I have a question for the DM. I'm about to backstory drop a big thing.
Okay.
Should we move everyone to a different
channel? Is it possible to have the other three mute until I am done?
Yeah.
I could
Jaxie and I
remove
had
my
this
headphones.
Jaxie and I had
Hold
this
on.
conversation in a second.
I'm making an extra voice
That's
channel.
what I was about to do.
I just don't want. I want you guys to get it when it comes out to your character, so you can react in character correctly. Because it's something it's something bigger than me showing my actual face.
Okay, so there's a new voice chat. Zom can drag everyone else into the other voice chat so that you guys can still talk to each other, but you won't
Oh my
hear
gosh.
the secrets.
So we can talk to each other and the
Okay.
stream won't hear it?
So everybody that's not them, go to the shush chat.
As the server owner, you should be able to drag them there
Okay.
too,
Okay.
So that could be something we can
and then
use
you can drag them
anywhere.
back when
For
it's
secrets, for whispers.
That makes it a lot easier for that then. Okay,
you can't
cool.
drag me down there.
You can't
Come
take
on.
me.
That lets me know how to kind of go about it too, if in case anything secret on my or on the car.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that way all of us can jump.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay!
Let me know and come back.
Yay!
Okay, we got.
As long as they're not cheating and watching the stream.
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay. Go for it.
I plan on uprooting the entire world we know.
She leans back slightly at that because that sounds pretty aggressive.
I firmly believe the way the world is working now is ineffective. It's broken. It needs to be changed. The people of this world need to actually be cared for and sought after and protected. These pointless wars that keep being spouted for nothing more than one noble being mad at another, or the aggressions between nations because of different cultures, needs to stop. I would like you to help me stay in contact with those from my group as this takes place.
She resettles, so she's no longer leaning away from you. She seems to understand and sympathize with your views. And she sort of holds the papers closer to herself slowly.
I don't care to rule. I don't plan on ruling. I just believe more people don't need to lose the ones they care about because those in higher power deem themselves right to start a war or execute somebody without real cause. There's currently a war brewing right now. And for some reason, it surrounds Toto.
She holds the papers. She sort of tilts them towards her chest and lowers her head in her broken language, still in her native language, but broken again. She says, "This is familiar. I can help."
All you need to do is pick up and drop off. I will handle the rest. But as you can tell, sometimes I can't get away from everybody.
She nods.
I am trusting you with this, so in one day you might come to trust me.
She looks up at you, making eye contact again to show her understanding and willingness.
I am going to put my mask back on, and then I will escort her out of the room back to the group, and we can pull the rest of the people up here. I'll send you.
Oh,
I will send you some information.
where was the warning?
Okay.
That I wouldn't like. I'll message you a whole bunch of information about the stuff and the things.
The things and the stuff.
just so you,
Yes.
as the player, know roughly what this group is.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll assume that there's something in the things that you gave me that she could get information from.
So all
about it.
that pretty much what he gave you is the symbol. So that's a symbol you will look for your when I give you an assignment type dealie. And then the rest is like just information of what you need to know, like who contacts are and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
What are the rest of us doing? You guys just had a whole conversation.
She puts it in her bag before exiting the room.
Yeah, we exit. You see the door, the wall, somehow. Like, it looks like you can't even tell it's there. Even if you know it's there, you can't even tell it's there. It looks like it's just part of the tree. And then that thing shifts a little bit, and then it moves, and then you see we come back out.
I would say Vivra's leaning in the doorway, just like annoyed, not wanting to talk to people.
Akari would have been back outside, probably just back on the branch at that point.
Toto.
Yes.
I'm gonna go and sit next to. I'm assuming Toto's just sitting somewhere.
And Wythr
on the
steps
bed.
forward to approaches Toto. She points at the Shiekah slate and questioningly says, "Image?"
Toto will hold up the Shiekah slate and it will show you, and then drag your finger across it. And you don't see your image anymore.
It's gonna be like that meme you drew of Wythr that's like, "Ah yes, I understand everything now." Doesn't understand anything at all. She's just gonna have to take your word for it. Oh wait, can I do an insight check?
Sure.
I mean,
Let me roll.
insight on the technology.
Uh-oh, what is that? Oh. It's a 10 total.
Yeah, your picture's not there anymore. You don't know how it works,
Okay.
but it's not there.
She lowers her head a bit, and then she looks into her satchel under her poncho, rummaging through it, and she grabs a small glass bottle that has tea leaves in it and hands it to you, and she says, "Apologies."
Toto will not take it, but also just kind of look at you.
She will wait, and if Toto doesn't take it, she'll just place it on the counter by the stove.
Please don't hurt me again.
I didn't hurt you. You tackled me.
You were threatening me. I'm emotionally hurt.
The emotional damage.
2 points.
Wythr turns back, nods at that, and says, "Boundaries."
Oh, there's the picture.
And Wythr will.
Actually, Wythr, I'm curious. What's your passive perception?
IAF.
Like
Let me
21, isn't
see.
it?
Yeah. It's
So
high.
passive perception is 21. Yes, my
Yeah.
passive
Okay,
investigation is 24.
If the DM allows this, Wythr will, while they were looking at the Shiekah slate, they will definitely notice like health bars, like of an arm and a leg, on the upper right of the Shiekah slate.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oops.
Critical condition.
I would say you would notice that. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it just me and Toto now?
I mean, I'm leaning in the doorway. I've
Yeah,
just
I
been
know. I
there.
knew you.
Yeah.
You're there.
Akari's the
Yeah.
only one who left the room, basically, so
Yeah.
far.
But Wythr walked away, right?
Wythr has sort of not walked away like out of the house or anything, but she has made distance between her and
Exited
Toto.
the conversation.
Yeah.
All right, then I will. Well, I'm next to Toto. I will put my hand on Toto's shoulder.
Toto will look at Velkorin.
Just like you, I think there are things she's not ready to share yet.
Oh, okay.
Just a little patience, and I'm sure she'll come around. You're not in trouble. You didn't do anything wrong. I think everybody here is just hiding more than they would like to share at the moment.
It was well intended, I promise.
I understand it was to help me be less stressed.
Yes.
Where's the mask that I gave you?
It's probably on like the table next to the bed.
Okay.
Can I hear you guys, or are you guys like talking quietly to each other?
You can hear me. I'm not talking quietly.
Okay. So, when Velkorin mentions needing to know where everyone is, I'm like, you know, you don't actually have to act like you're our parent or something, right?
You are the only one I act like that with, because
That's a
somebody
lie.
would attack me if I let you disappear.
Well, yeah. But you don't have to act like that to me. I am an adult. It's kind of demeaning when you treat me like a child.
When you don't disappear into the woods and become a dog,
I won't
treat you
do
like
it
an adult.
again! It was a learning experience! And besides, I can't anymore, thanks for that.
You can, just not as much. And for
that's not as much. Like, what do you want from me?
True.
Right now, I'm just trying to keep the peace until everybody here is situated. A lot of you don't know about the real world yet, and once you do, and you're okay with it, including people killing each other, as like I look at both of them, then I will ease up.
I probably know more about the real world than you think. And she kind of glares at him.
Damn, Akari should have stayed.
Right? The only one who can help me here.
Get back in here, you hussy!
Just a personal way to kind of make sure she's still scouting.
And once I see it, I will back off. But Koku told me to watch after you, and specifically asked me to watch over specific things with you.
Specific? Sure, she did.
So, until I know those areas are covered.
What is this? Freaking school or something? Jeez. Oh, gold star! You learned your lesson.
Congratulations!
Thanks.
You want a lollipop? Too bad. You got a
Already got one.
95.
That was out of character, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's out of character. I ain't giving you my candy. Once what Akoku asked me to do, you are free to do whatever you want. But she sent you to me to watch you for a reason.
Yeah, it'd be nice to freaking. Ugh. Yeah, a reason. Figured it out yet?
Oh, I have the note in front of me. I know why she
Yeah,
wants me to watch you.
freaking Good.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I know exactly why.
And I'm not allowed to know?
Toto would speak up at this point. Vivra?
What?
The Toto will wince a little.
Right?
Kari's not
Maybe,
Yep.
maybe not fair to keep hiding things from you, but well, only really Velkorin knows, and I don't know if Akari does, but Toto will pull up the glove first, and then pull up their sleeve all the way up to their shoulder, and then lift up their leg and pull up the pants leg, and you see like the mechanical arm and leg.
Vibra's not sure what to do with this information.
Wither
she's
is
like,
not next to them, but she notices.
what is that? An extra layer of armor? Is that your actual arm?
It's an artificial arm and leg.
How does that even work?
Toto will kind of twiddle with their thumbs a bit. I was an experiment. From not so good people. And they will kind of shrink back a little, kind of like not really want to go about it more, but Toto is being very genuine right now.
Vivra has this look on her face, and I'm gonna try to describe it because you couldn't see my face because I genuinely was making the face, where her eyes are kind of squinting a little bit, and her lips
I know exactly
are
what you're doing.
are curled in this mixture of it's clear there's confusion on his face, but you can't tell if the other half is disgust or curiosity or simply, why are you telling me this right now? It's just this so clear on her face that she's just okay. Sorry. What's that gotta do with you being here?
It's the reason why I'm traveling with Velkorin. And it seems like you're gonna be with us for a while, and I like you. You're my friend. We had a not so great start, but I hope to be friends, and I trust you with this information. Yes.
I mean, I don't know what I'd do with this information, so I guess trusting me with it is fine. Oh gosh, Vivra's not nice. Sorry. I'm
much
like, because
Florida.
everything that I think about saying right now is just not nice, and I'm like, how do I say this? How do I?
Yeah.
Because she's equally okay. So like the look on her face pretty much says as much as it can, where she's like, okay, I have this information. I'm not sure why I have this information now. They've decided to info dump on me right at this second as I'm chewing out Velkorin a little bit. And so you mentioned you're an experiment, and she kind of like tilts her head at that a little bit. And she's like, are there more of you?
Yes, but
Damn it.
Kari,
more.
this is
Oh,
an
no.
important moment right now.
That's.
Put your phone on
Oh, I'm
silent.
putting it on
you're in
vibrate. I'm
PG.
putting it on vibrate. I'm putting it on vibrate.
my
I don't-
immersion.
Right? I'm like so into it, and then I hear, oh no, and I'm like, shut! Okay, sorry, please continue. I need to get back into
Toto,
character.
Toto will not. Yes, that there are, but
Do we need to be concerned about that, or about you?
not about me. The other ones are. They weren't compatible with these arms and legs.
Okay. And this is like a magic thing?
Kind of. It's kind of new technology that they wanted to use on growing kids.
Does someone else control it?
No, only I do through the slate.
That explains why you're protective of it.
Wythr is watching this conversation from the other side of the room.
So, you can move it without touching the slate, though. If someone else knew how to use the slate, would we be in danger from you?
Toto is actually looking very confused and then suddenly mortified. Probably?
So you should probably keep that closer to you.
Yeah, I will.
Velkorin's just staring over at Wythr right now.
I apologized and they didn't accept it. Wythr
Okay.
does kind of make eye contact with you when you're looking at her, and she looks
You
away.
can't see him, I don't think.
Oh,
Isn't
can
he
I
still in
not?
darkness right now?
No,
Right?
I'm next to the.
Have we lit any
We
candles or
probably
anything?
turn a light on.
We've turned
Yeah,
the
we
lights on.
probably turned the lights on. Okay.
light
I'm
bulbs
just
on.
Bonding in the dark.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can see in the dark just fine, so...
But that's why we can't see Velkorin if we
Yeah.
have dark vision.
Yeah.
So
All
we
right.
can see.
So, so you guys are turning on lamps and stuff, and it's whatever. You guys are just having a staring contest, or a would-be staring contest, if you could see each other's eyes.
Wythr only makes eye contact with them for a second and then looks back at watching Toto and Vivra talk.
Okay, so you have to be around Velkorin. I have to be around Velkorin, because as much as I'd like to run off and do whatever, gosh, I don't need to hear it from Okoku whenever she finds me, because she will find me if I do that. I don't know. Okay, she's gonna say something kind of mean, just warning.
I'm ready.
I don't know if I'll call you a friend, now or ever, but as long as we're around each other, I will tolerate you. Deal?
Deal.
Good. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with the class?
No, that was it.
Okay. Velkorin, we were talking earlier before all of that happened.
Hold on, I broke character.
Yeah, I saw that! Why would you do that? I'm here having a moment and I read that and I have to keep being angry.
Got her angry eyes on, guys. Calm down. Stop making her laugh. Her angry eyebrows are
didn't think it
convincing
would break
enough.
my character that much, but it
Alistair
really
broke
did.
himself.
Hang on.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good.
Breathe.
I'm good. We're good to go.
Okay. Velkorin, we were talking before that happened, and she gestures towards Toto. So you can or can't tell me what Okoku told you?
I can
Is he
tell
holding
you.
up the letter? Or just
No.
does he have it on his person? Okay.
I have it on
okay.
my person. I can
Okay.
tell you some of what she asked me to do, if it helps you understand why I poke you so much.
Fine. I guess whatever you can tell me is fine.
She's-
Actually, wait. Should they be in the room?
They
And
can be in
she
the room.
points to the rest of them. No, will I get upset if they hear this? Is what she says next.
I think you're gonna get upset no matter what I say. It's just your nature.
That's fair.
For the easiest way to say this is that she's worried that your knowledge isn't as in tuned as you think it is. So she's asked me to watch over you and teach you things while pushing you out of your boundaries. That's the easiest way I can say it. She also told me to be as stern with you as I need to be.
Oh gosh, she gave you permission. That's worse.
But for the most part, she wants me to protect you from something.
Something. What do I need protection from? Oh no! Now I have more questions.
You wanted me to answer a little bit of your information.
I did.
You asked, and I just answered.
Okay,
But for the
yes.
most part, I'm here to protect you from something, along with making sure you're learning and being pushed out of your own comfort zone.
Well, I've certainly been pushed so far. Haven't even been a wolf once today.
that
That's growth.
That was one of the first
Progress.
lines of her message, was to make sure you don't be a wolf.
Of course it was.
I'm not lying either.
No, you're not.
Get out of the forest. Don't be a wolf. The first 2 points. But I will say the same thing to both of you. I don't think I need to say this to Toto. I'll have to talk to Akari later. I'm just going to need you to trust me.
Hard to trust someone who keeps so many secrets.
And in time, I will tell you some of my secrets.
You will tell me? Can I have your word on that?
You want me to, as the Kokiri say, pinky promise?
Fuck you.
I was gonna say that's a joke.
I live with a bunch of children around the thing.
Would Vivra know what a pinky promise is?
Nope.
That's... She's like, what's a pinky promise? She
It-
looks exasperated because she feels like it's something stupid.
It is a way to make a promise stronger.
And how, pray tell, would I pinky promise? I'm not gonna have to cut off my pinky, am I?
Hold your pinky out.
Hold it out. Okay, she holds her pinky out.
All right, how close are we together?
I mean, I'd say a couple feet probably.
Okay,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna chop
like,
it off.
Jesus.
like, would you say we'd be within the 5 squares of like a normal D&D square of each other? How close would Velkorin be? Because she was in the doorway, so it's she would walk towards him, I guess, and hold her pinky out or a little bit.
I I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna put my pinky next to her pinky.
Okay.
All right, now wrap your pinky around mine.
What? This is okay. God.
And then we shake it. If I lie to you, you are allowed to break my pinky.
That's what a pinky. Oh man.
Huh?
That really is a serious promise.
Just believe it. Like,
I mean, here's the thing. She has no reason not to believe it because she's never heard of it before. Whenever she's in town before this town, she's always been a wolf. So the other children have had no reason to come up to her in any way other than to ask to pet. So, so she's like, yeah, all right.
You do
unless
have to
you want to
just
roll
give it-
deception, and if you
Nope.
like,
If you
roll
said
below-
she accepts it, I'm gonna fucking
Okay.
take it.
Do it.
I will. You just have to wait until it's time. I will tell you things when it is needed.
How will you know when that is? How will you know?
You'll just
when
have to
that
trust
is?
me.
How will you?
You'll
Gosh,
just
she
have to
used
trust
that
me.
word a lot, and I don't like it.
I
But
know.
I can't.
I'm just gonna walk back to the couch and lay the fuck down because I'm tired.
All right, mid conversation. That's fine.
You guys can have your conversation. I'm gonna sleep in one session. I swear to God.
You got a full rest at the beginning of this session.
I need more. More.
While everyone has been having their serious conversations, Wythr has gone over and used the tea leaves that she offered to Toto to make tea for everyone, and she hands it out.
Is this another one of those that's supposed to help you sleep or something, but really didn't work on me last time?
Nope.
No, this
It
is a
probably
100%
has
pure
caffeine, honestly.
caffeinated joy.
I'm
Toto
okay.
just stares at the tea, doesn't really trust it just yet.
Vivra puts her hands up and just literally just says, "I'm fine."
Pippin is swimming in the teak.
Swimming!
It's like,
With
ah,
a-
it's the good shit.
Wythr, narrows her eyes a bit at you both and sighs. Puts the teacups on the counter, she offers one to Velkorin if he takes it,
I will take it.
and she'll just bring one outside to Akari, so she just leaves the house with a teacup.
How good is your climbing tree?
Climbing with a full teacup.
I don't have to climb the tree!
I've already had a short rest, right? Technically, because you said a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so. I don't know if I'll sleep the rest of the night.
Well, that's called taking a nap at fucking before dinner time and then realizing you're gonna be fucked for the rest of the night.
Yeah, I think she might go out, walk around, be a wolf for a couple hours, maybe. I don't know. Nah, she's not gonna wild shape. She can't waste it anymore.
So you admit it was a waste before.
Cut your face.
I'm just saying.
She felt most comfortable. It was comfy. It's comfy time.
Wythr looks up at Akari in the tree, just says, tea, and, holds the tea up so she can see it.
Akari will hop down and land in front of her.
She hands it over to you, and then Wythr will go back inside and probably just let herself take one side of Velkorin's bed to sleep because she hasn't slept yet.
Oh my gosh, you haven't slept yet. Good thing
She was
Vibra didn't
waiting.
take the bed back.
She
Good
was
thing
waiting
Vivra
that
didn't
whole
take the bed
time.
back, yeah.
If I piss everyone off, then I get a whole bed to myself. That's the play.
Wait.
Oh God.
When
It'd
you
be
came back in, I was gonna say that Toto was like slowly sipping on the tea.
Okay, I notice. I have a high perception.
Yeah, you do.
Whether
So-
we'll remember that.
So
I
for
will
comparison,
remember.
with how big I am compared to
Yes.
everybody else, it's like a king size bed. to
No,
me.
this is a like California king.
That's
This is
what
an
I'm saying,
Alaska
like,
king bed.
It's normal for Vivra.
Yeah, it's like it would be like a queen for us, but for them, it's like
Yeah.
a California
like
fucking
massive.
king bed.
Swimming in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bed.
Massive.
Wither is not like totally just right in the middle, but
Oh,
she
man,
is
so-
towards the middle. She's taking up as much space as she wants.
You've removed the pillow wall.
She
Yeah.
is the pillow wall.
All right. Unless something happens to me, I assume the rest of the night goes off fine.
Are we done with the drama for the night?
Are we? Do you want to
Yes.
make more drama?
That's
I
the
wanna
only
wake up-
drama I
All of a
I
sudden,
wanna-
Tiamat shows up.
I want to wake up. I want to grab Pippin and ask him, "What have you been doing, you little shit?" As I shake him a bunch.
You went in the tea.
Taking a bath in the tea.
No, I don't really care.
It
Pippin can do
smells
whatever he
very
wants.
jasmine-y.
Hey, tea baths are a thing.
Mhm.
True.
So are
Indeed.
sake baths.
All right, you guys are done with the night. I think that's a good spot. Like I said, yeah. After the dramatic conversations you had with each other, you finally find a spot to settle down, except for Vibra, because she decided to wander off. But everybody else kind of finally calms down, settles in for the night. Await the dawn of the next day. And we'll end it off here since we're kind of overtime already. We'll leave it at that where we're at. So. That's a war today.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
It was.
I don't know what you're talking about. I made everything up.
Okay.
Why don't you back that up with the source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
I'm so happy we had Wythr versus Toto today.
That was
Yeah.
I've been
Right?
waiting for
Finally
so
on-
long.
A new
It was on the
dynamic.
to-do list for like 3 weeks.
Yes,
That
it
was so
I told y'all to be
unexpected, but right.
patient. I was like, it'll
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
She's sent me that message five times saying, I want to do this, but I'm like, we're not
Yeah.
at camp. We can't do it yet. I want to do
Yeah.
this. We're not at camp. The session ended. Damn it, I didn't get to do it.
Yeah.
I told you, patience and things
Yeah.
will happen.
Paid off. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get us set up to raid. We'll go raid Skylar. She's graduating soon. So.
This song is sponsored by
Jesus.
the Shadow Government.
What is that noise?
Why did you
No,
do
that's
that?
that's
That was the
Akari.
most
That wasn't me.
unnecessary
That wasn't
thing.
me.
It is
I've-
not sponsored. It is not sponsored.
I
Don't sue
missed-
us.
Don't sue us. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, dude.
I was moving through my Discord and it freaking got in the way randomly.
Man.
I'm sorry.
God damn.
Lies.
All right.
No, I was gonna say this is an important message before doing it.
Alrighty. We will see you guys hopefully in 2 weeks. Thanks for coming by.
Fuck off.
Wow.
That wasn't me.
Bye.
Fuck.
Farewell.
Bye.
Oh God.